Raw Comedy Podcast.
Welcome to the Raw Comedy Podcast. Brought to you by Bangkok's weekly open mic and home for stand-up comedy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us today on the
Raw Comedy Podcast.
Right. This is our contribution to mankind and the arts.
It'll be in the place where they keep stuff for history.
You mean the Museum of Podcasts?
The annals of history.
The Hall of Fame of Podcasters?
No, just annals.
The annals.
I don't know what that means, but I know they keep stuff. They keep there. Hey, you guys know about the seed? You know about the seed ark that they got?
Is that in Norway?
Yeah, yep. Up north, and they have it buried.
Of seeds?
Yeah, and they have like all seeds. And
Do they have your seed?
Yeah, so I went there and I asked them if I could donate, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" And then this guy, he was like, "Oh, we get one of these every week." And I was like, "I'm that unoriginal." And then they just walked me over to a glory hole and they milked me.
That would be impossible because that's isn't that like on it's somewhere it's in some island north of Norway. It's like isolated from the rest of the.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really isolated.
So you showed up there and tried
and
to
go, and there's a really long path. You got a real long hallway, really long deep hallway, and then they just got shelves and shelves of seeds.
And so how was the glory hole?
Oh, it was quick. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, this never happens. Like, really quick, and they're like, okay. The guy's like, well, don't worry, we see this every week, and then they.
That's a very American.
Fill out some paperwork.
Like, a glory hole is a very American.
Have you ever used one?
Concept. No, never. I've seen one.
Have you seen
one? Where have you seen it? Yeah, of course.
Where have you seen
in my bedroom?
Let me check my Google Maps. I marked them off every one. I don't know where I saw them. I was like, you just see it and you're like, duh. Really? You know, first one.
Is that the thing where you put the letters in?
No, everything's a glory hole technically. Think about it.
But let's say you go to a club. There's a glory hole. You see guys using the glory hole. Do you use the glory hole?
No. And I wouldn't watch the guy who was using it. Like I wouldn't know. Like, yeah.
It's not my business. Do your thing, bro. Whatever.
No. Would you want to use the glory hole?
No. We just told
unless there was like a chick on the. What if there's a chick on the other side?
I'm pretty perverse, and I would not.
What if you're told this chick is going to be on the other side of that glory hole, but then you actually have no proof that she's going to be actually on the other side?
I think about the work involved in trying to get my dick through that hole, and like
that's not going to be that much work.
and then just angles, you know, like right? You just like.
But what if you walk up to a glory hole and it's like the perfect height for you to put your dick through? It's like
I got a belly involved. I gotta like
it's meant to be.
Arch my back really uncomfortably.
So what if there was like a
tube?
wall?
You need a glory tube.
I don't want it. I'm too old for that.
He needs a wall with like that's been kind of kicked in on the other side, so it leans out a little bit.
I need like a Alfred Hitchcock type wall.
You gotta
walk into. It's
and then you're gonna put your dick in,
or like something with a little counter. He can put his belly on the counter and his drink.
That's what I usually do. Wow. Just lift up my belly, flop it on the backside, get to work.
Yeah, dude. Well, interesting. So you have
you would
so
you put your dick in a glory hole. You were asking us like
no. What if there's a chick? Listen. What if there's a hot? What if your wife's on the other side, or like a beautiful woman, or like you know?
If Rick's wife is on the other side, sure. I mean, he's not going. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta plug right into that. That's bad. Yo, I don't know. I think if it was a hot chick and like you could, if you can't see what's on her side, that's the thing.
Look at that hot chick sucking all those other guys' cocks. I want to know that
thing, but I think it's like a.
Is it a blowjob?
It's a trap to get you caught in like a.
Is it always a blowjob or is it like you banging her too?
It depends it all depends on what the other side of the hole.
You don't get to know. That's the fun part.
Yeah, it's a glory hole, bro.
Yeah, that's. By
the way, it's glory for who?
Good for America, dude. Because that's fucking American as fuck. That's a glory hole.
It's glorious. That's why
it's glorious.
Glory for America.
Glory hole.
I always thought when I was a kid it was the hoary hole. You just put it in. There's a hoary.
That's such a
dirty whore on the other side.
I wonder how old the world's oldest glory hole's got to be like.
Your mom.
Like,
She's an old glory hole.
she's an old glory. Yo, that's what if Old Glory is? You know Old Glory, the geyser in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's old though.
Yeah.
Old Glory hole.
Somebody's definitely trying to put their dick
They
in
did.
it.
Someone did that and died.
They what?
Someone
They
tried to fuck it.
Earth through its glory
In
hole.
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Tried to fuck Earth in its
I'm pretty
glory
sure.
hole. Straight up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that really happened.
Yeah, and Gaia said, nope, you don't put it in
Did
that
you
hole.
ever go to Yellowstone?
Never. No, I just watched a lot of cartoons about it.
And I lived in California for way too long.
You did?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, right?
No
Oh, it's
shit.
beautiful. Yeah. I saw the
geyser.
glory hole. Yeah. And there was this,
Old Glory. That's the name.
yeah, everybody was like waiting and you're waiting and then you wait. And it's
Wow.
Like, oh, yeah.
Because it goes off every day like clockwork, right? Like at the
Not
same
anymore.
time.
It used to be like clockwork, but global warming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those Australians are wrong.
What do you think about global warming? I don't think we ever
What do
talked
you
about
mean?
global warming.
What? Seriously,
Weird.
what do I think about it?
Yeah, to make it funny though, but yeah.
Yeah, make it
yeah,
funny.
but
I
make
don't
it funny though.
Yeah, make it funny. No, I don't know. Like I said that
It's a big question right now. It's a lot of.
I don't think it's a question.
You could be saying something right now that would make you get you crucified in 20 years or something like that.
No,
You know what? We're like Mad Max world.
I think that natural disasters linked to Earth changes have been accelerating in the last 20 years. That's just
Right.
I'm going to quote the great Arch Barker once asked.
Arch Barker.
Everybody, and he was like, why we, like nobody blames the toaster when you burn the bread. I think we should be talking about the sun. I mean, is this thing getting hotter? That's what I'm talking about, right?
Interesting.
Maybe we have no control. Maybe the sun is just exploding hotter and hotter and hotter. Or guess what? It could also be Jesus. I mean, he did say he's going to be coming back around this time, and they did,
It's Jesus.
and they did prophesy
That's the
about.
dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, dude.
Okay, but
listen,
let-
man, Armageddon is real, and that is when God will come down and separate the lambs from the goats.
Dude.
And you don't want to be a goat at that time. Everybody wants to be a goat right now. Isn't it funny how they're all talking about goats? Tom Brady's a goat. Michael Jordan's a goat.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah, exactly. But Jesus, he wants
He's a goat.
lambs. He wants lambs.
A lamb and a goat aren't the same thing, though.
Exactly.
I still
That's why
don't
you
know.
separate. That's why you separate them.
Oh, the lambs from the goats?
Yeah, separate the lambs
Oh,
from the
that's
goats.
what you mean?
When you after you take them out herding,
Whoa.
you got the shepherd comes back,
the
and you
goat.
keep a couple goats out there. You know why?
Why?
Because goats, when they're out there, if they're wolves that are going to attack them, sheep are too pussy to make any noises. They'll still quiet. They'll watch their friends
That's
get
right.
eaten.
That's right, you motherfucker.
And then, but goats will be like, fuck,
Trying to come up
and
on a
making
sheep.
noise and shit.
That's how you come up on a
So a few years ago, I thought my neighbors.
Sleep up in the sheep.
Yeah, a few years ago, I thought my neighbors were abusing their child because I kept the child screaming day on
What was the child like? What the child? How do you
No, it was just like this childish scream that was just like piercing my ears, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on with my neighbors?" And then I walked around, and just a goat.
Yeah, you're like.
They had a goat, and I was just like, "Meh!" I was just like, "Oh my god!"
That's why they call baby goats
Yeah,
babies.
it's scary, man. They sound like humans. They sound human.
Yeah.
So,
Especially when they start talking to you at night.
Yeah.
Kill your parents. Kill your parents.
so goats.
Stop talking to me, goat.
Yeah, like lambs don't sound human.
Yeah,
They
They
sound
sound
like lambs.
weird. They taste delicious. I think we should
And
eat
they
more
fuck
lambs.
like animals.
So, and their vaginas are fucking amazing. Dude.
Well, I was once. So I had one friend who was like from the Belgian countryside, and then she was telling us like, "Oh yeah, I have this neighbor who he likes to fuck goats."
No
I was
way.
like, okay.
And you said, I'm not the police. You should go talk to your local
And
constable.
so his technique was like he would put on rain boots, and then he would put the legs of the goat in the rain boot,
Oh no.
so that they have nowhere to go.
That's fucking.
It's awful.
That's like some Hannibal Lecter shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's
So like
fucked up.
I've never been able to look at a pair of rain boots since like in the same way.
How about Paddington the Bear?
Huh?
How about Paddington Bear?
Oh.
Just ignore my
Sure.
rain boots at the door.
Yeah, like, but Paddington Bear would
He
be
can't
strong
get it.
enough to put a human in his boots.
Yeah, no,
and
but
then-
he can't get out of those boots. Maybe
No.
somebody's fucking him. You know?
Probably. Assume so.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. He's like the English Winnie
Yeah.
Pooh, right?
You know, the only reason why I know about Paddington Bear was because my dad worked at Sears when I was a kid.
Oh.
And they had like a Paddington bear where I wanted it when I was a kid. I don't know. So I got a Paddington bear.
Yeah, just tell them about the doll you had. You fucking
had a Paddington bear, and I just loved that bear, and I slept with it all the time. And then we didn't have the cartoon, and I found out it was a cartoon. And as like a 10-year-old, I looked it up because I fucking loved that bear. And then I watched the cartoon thing. It's not even a cartoon. It's like this.
That's hilarious.
This weird stop-still animation. Everybody's talking British, and they're all posh. And it's
what the fuck?
Worst. It's the worst. And I was like, I dedicated so much love to this horrible conception of art. I can't believe. Never again. Never again.
Wow.
Did you also feel like? Did you also feel like? Wait, I love this bear. I thought it had something special. Yeah. But now I realize so many other people love the same bear.
Yeah. So it's less special.
It's not him and I. It's like
it was a bad cartoon. It was unenjoyable. Yeah. I wanted to love it.
But what did you imagine? Oh, cool. What did you imagine the bear was before you watched the show? What did you think his personality was like? When you found out he was like
had a British accent.
It's funny now, sorry.
Did you know he was British?
I didn't know he was British until I was like older.
What was his name?
What
was his name?
To me? Yeah. Oh, his name was Paddington. I knew it was Paddington, but I didn't know there was a cartoon. I didn't know there was a voice involved.
Did your dad tell you it was a show in another country or anything?
I think maybe, but I never got to see it.
It's from this really awful TV show.
It was awful.
But you were still...
That's like your dad said when he gave it to you.
An Alf doll your whole life. And then you like grow up and you watch your show and you're like, this is not that good. This is horrible. Why was this on for 8 seasons? You know?
I used to love Alf.
That's so
and then nobody even knows. Well, Alf was good. It was a bad example. But also, you know what I'm saying? It's like this foreign thing. It's like...
just give kids... Dude. Yeah. I feel like that's something that happened.
Dude, it just looked like a regular teddy bear to me, you know?
He was kind of a regular teddy bear.
Yeah, exactly. But he's orphaned and he fucking had diabetes because he was always eating orange marmalade or something. Like, even that, I was excited to eat orange marmalade when I finally got a chance to, you know? I was like, I'd see it in the white people's grocery store and I'd be like, Mom, get that. She's like, that's way too expensive. And then as an adult, I got to try orange marmalade. And it's terrible. It's terrible.
Let's agree to disagree on that. My grandma made toast with orange marmalade to me because I'm a white guy.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was delicious.
But
it wasn't often. It was like a treat.
What? You had toast with marmalade? What are you fucking from Robert E. Lee or something?
Really.
Who the fuck eats this shit?
Well, he has a server come back.
He said marmalade? That just sounds like some like slaves, whatever.
I said marmalade, not jam. Get it straight, Egna.
Well,
it's like
in Spanish you say mermelada, so it's the closest to mermelada. So to me it comes pretty. I will say marmalade as a, you know.
Sounds like a sick name for like a sexy belly dancer kind of stripper.
Yeah, could be a stripper.
Marmalade. Everyone put your hands together for marmalade. Marmalade. Is that?
No, my grandma made jam sometimes. But
she made jams.
Oh, yeah.
She made 6
See how it sounds much more normal if I say, my grandma made marmalade, that sounds more like you believe
marmalade?
That. If I say she made jam, you're like, what are you talking about?
Marmalade.
Yeah, she was a DJ in the 90s. She made jams.
Yo, was your grandma the fucking old lady from Looney Tunes and shit? Making marmalade. Making marmalade.
Yeah. She was
Sylvester or whatever the fuck.
My grandma was cool.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we all love her.
Yeah, she's great.
No, dude, like
all our grandmas.
Anybody got a not cool grandma here?
Yeah, I think all grandmas are.
Yeah, once you get to that area, right? Even my mom's now a grandma, and she's way cooler now.
Yeah,
she got her shit straight finally. You know she's gonna die soon. Now she's trying to fucking even up, even that score. Yeah, start kissing ass a little. That's right.
Marmalade.
When I went
that kid gets
I do declare this marmalade is like yo, who the fuck? I'm sorry. We're past marmalade now. We're talking about
okay.
We're talking about being a grandma.
Marmalade sounds like the least attractive stripper in an Atlanta dance club.
It's a good name for an orange cat. Marmalade.
Coming to the
Tell me that's
now.
not
Coming to the
that's
stage now.
not
Give it up for Marmalade. Marmalade. Remember, 2-for-1 dances. Marmalade.
It sounds like and then like a very large redheaded stripper walks on stage.
Who has the voice of a 60-year-old man. Smoking.
Oh my god.
That's me. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Well, on that note,
idiots.
Well, I'll quickly silence it.
Oh, you came in my phone too, actually.
No. I'm muting it. No,
I don't want to mute mine.
Yeah, no, but I didn't want it.
That's it.
Let's see if you have friends during this podcast. Let's see if anybody cares about you.
That's probably probably a debt collector. By the way, the only debt collectors I have now are whores.
Hey, you should say that on stage. It's a funny joke.
Thank you. Oh, it's a joke. yeah, it's a joke. Yeah. It's like that. Leave me alone.
Well, Lex, what does it feel like when, let's say you service a young woman and she's got
let's say,
and she's got a massive bush? How do you feel? Do you feel like you've been duped? Do you feel
duped?
like
I just feel disappointed? Like she's like,
are you expecting a bush?
I don't mind. I don't care about a bush. There was a time. There was a time in my life
and a place
where I was excited to not see a bush when I was younger. Like, oh, nice, no bush. And then there's a certain point around the Obama years where I was like, man, I miss Bush. And then thank you. And now I don't care. I'm all for it. But I like it. I don't want it wild and unkept. You know. So like if it's super long, like your chin, you know. Or
what's the worst like pubic situation you guys have ever encountered?
Oh, mine right now. It's horrible. You guys got to.
I've never had a horror story.
You never like had like seen a lot of. I remember you never not one.
No, I've had bushes, but they were kind of like kept to a point. Yeah, not a horror story. No.
I saw one time I was with this chick, and there was a fan, and it was blowing, and her pubes were just like
like a man's hair, like a toupee, just blowing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude,
I didn't like. This is kind of nasty.
Go trim that right.
I remember getting with a girl in a hot tub, and then when I put her up on the top to go down, the hair was just so long and all moved into one Fu Manchu. Dripping,
as it does, like a wet cat. Like
a wet cat, you pick it up, and it's smaller than you expected it to be. And it just looks angry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like shit. Looks like fucking.
Looks like Chris's chin.
Looks like the helmet from the evil dude from Lord of the Rings and shit.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
that's rough for a girl though. Because you like, I mean, we wear big giant shorts, but I remember like this girl when we were kids, and she was in the pool with her bush just coming out the sides.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, she's like at the time we're like 14 or 15.
We're not. You were 14, 15.
I was, so she was a little older too. Yeah, but still, it's like, yeah, and I guess it should be judged, but maybe she shouldn't be judged.
Well, someone should have told her.
Yeah, we did. For
I'm sure.
Yeah,
we told her.
You know,
someone.
We told her forever, and now I have to live with the guilt and shame that she didn't, you know.
But see,
trim it up.
To me, at some point, there's been some bad parenting there.
Yeah.
Because if I have a daughter
but also
or a kid and this shit is happening, I'm like, dude, you need to sort this out.
But now I think, what about hippies and like?
Yeah,
also,
but
it's like a girl's body, she could grow a big, wild, crazy bush.
Yeah, but like, maybe because I've been bullied. Like, if I had kids,
yeah, you don't want them.
Then I would try to not put them in it. Like, they might be bullied, but like I'll try to. If I see something before they get out of the house that this is gonna get you bullied, like, no, you're not wearing those shoes. Yeah, no, you're not wearing that.
Yeah, when you lick that boot, you get all around that boot. You just lick that boot. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just thinking, it's gonna be funny. But it's nice that you're gonna make such little conformists.
Do you think that if
start spreading,
like, is it better to tell your kid to shave his pubes, or is it better to let him like try to hopefully raise a kid that can figure that shit out on his own?
Listen, by the time you have kids, who knows what fashion they might be gluing it on. You know, like you don't know what they might have, like Muppet balls and stuff like that. But I just saw in Japan. You know what? I just saw in Japan.
It's not coming out of my.
Sure, I got hair. Yeah, of course.
I sent you this article. They got in Japan. They got these fish now that they got their DNA altered, so they glow. They glow. They're glowing fish. They glow in the dark fish. They took like jellyfish DNA and they mixed it with some like turtles or some. I don't know. Maybe that's
what is it actual fish or
is it
bioluminescence?
It's fish. It's not the substance. It's the fish. Okay. So it looks kind of bioluminescent, but also the colors, man. They're fucking. So it looks. I know they have it under a black light, so it pops more.
Sure.
But it's fantastic.
Is it genetically engineered?
Yes. And Tokyo's doing this.
How long did it take to become a fish.
They said they did it by accident. They were working on some other shit, and then they were just like, all right, now we got glowing fish.
So
and
we're
we
working
can
on the
sell them.
coronavirus?
And so they're just selling them as like a novelty thing. It's not in the wild.
What the fuck? That's crazy. But that's what you do with fucking... That's life right there, though. That's crazy. They created a life.
It's like,
engineered.
See, they could do that instead of if China saw what they could do that instead of coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
Just make if you want to really make new shit, stop making coronavirus. You could just make new glow in the dark fish.
To glow in the dark.
Yeah,
dude. If you can,
it looks good. I'll send you it's a good picture.
But the big picture, dude, they're engineering a life. That's crazy. Like, you know, if they can do that at this level,
we've been doing that forever. We got dogs. We got like.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know,
I mean, I know you're like a
what,
step
what,
back.
What I'm saying,
but
what
like
if
for the most part, we've all been trying to move
no, but
forward.
I'm saying, but what if that's if we can evolve and if we are as a species have somehow engineered and made life and something else that can come back and explain what the fuck we are and that's a very easy explanation for what.
Yeah, you like to lean to that way. And I don't think it's that far off, right? Rick doesn't buy into it.
I didn't get the argument.
So we're apes. We're just chilling at apes 10 million years ago, and then these aliens come down and they're like, "Yo, eat this shit," and we're like, "Ooh," and then we eat it. And then
what if they genetically engineered us?
A couple million years later, our brains are smarter and we're like frying food.
Right, like they just took life from the jellyfish, right? They took the color.
But I feel like Lex is talking about what's going to happen if aliens come to us now in the future, and you're talking about the past.
No, aliens. He's saying that aliens are going to come back and be like, "Yo, what are you guys doing here?"
Yeah, no, I'm saying aliens made us, like engineered us, like we engineer these fish. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's possible.
Totally. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to. I won't have to. Anyway,
the thing is, I believe in aliens. I just don't overthink it. Like I don't know if they engineered us or how did we came.
I'm gonna tell my kids.
Well, you know what? Aliens are humans too. All right, and they deserve rights.
Well, they have. But here's the thing. No, but they have life. It's dude. It's crazy because like there's life, dude.
There was this show when I was a kid. I don't know if you knew this, Rick. There was this show where these aliens came. They were in like
what cartoon or actual?
A real show on like sci-fi when it first started, and it was like this ship of refugees, and they were allergic to salt water or something like that.
V was the best show ever. V was the best, like with the lizards and the 8 rats and shit.
Yeah.
I loved V. I was obsessed with V.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus the two bad ladies that like
I don't remember.
So the like the leaders, like those one one's like a brunette with like long curly hair. She was like the boss of the aliens. Okay. She was kind of hot. And then there was like this kind of second in command was a blonde with like huge boobs. 2 female. Yeah, and leaders. She was also super hot.
But they were evil, right?
No, they were super evil. Yeah, they were there to conquer Earth. And then...
Wait, did they want to conquer Earth? I thought at first they were refugees, right?
Well,
I remember there was... No, see, I'm talking about a show.
Maybe it's not a different show. It's another one.
I do remember, but okay. And the guy... It started where they were already... There was like a refugee ship. We could maybe cut all this bullshit out.
No.
All right. There was a refugee ship that came down from space, and then they lived in L.A. And
they had like weird sides to their heads.
They had weird sides to their heads. Okay. And they couldn't deal with water. Like water was a problem for them. And they were like they had to live in Earth, and they gave them like amnesty. America let them have amnesty, and like one guy was a cop. And
exactly. They just remade it.
Yeah, they were like normal dudes in their dress.
Last year they remade it as a movie. They've done a remake of this movie. I think with maybe with Will Smith or whoever.
Oh, the Blue. That's what that was about.
I think so. Yeah.
That was.
They've been a remake of that show. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like the Avatar to Jungle Fever or whatever.
They had like stains on their head, like leopard spots on their heads.
Huh? I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's like 90s stuff.
Yeah, I was around in the 90s. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you were in Asia, so you were watching like 80s shit.
80s, bro. Yeah, 90s are. You know what? I think we're at this point in humanity where we're gonna go straight down.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. We peaked and we're rolling back.
We'll roll back a little bit. Yeah, totally, dude.
I don't think it's a bad thing,
but it's not. But it's also like. But the thing is, you can't see it because it's hidden behind all this technical bullshit.
Well, this is what I was thinking about. Like, let's roll it back to MySpace. You know, everybody wants to shit on MySpace, but like Facebook's straight up evil.
I never understood MySpace.
MySpace is a space where you could post pictures and chat with friends and
like
put
Facebook
things on.
Facebook.
Yeah, but it was your space, not a Facebook is like a list of people's faces that they just sell as advertisements. This is who you're
It's
the
like a phone
product.
book.
Yeah,
But
it's
in
awesome.
MySpace, you control. You go onto the page,
So
and there's
crazy.
pleasant. There's music playing. And you can choose different looks and everything like that.
Wow, dude.
You know, you became friends with the owner right when you joined MySpace. The guy's like, "Hey, this is my space here, and that's your space over there." You're friends with Tom right off the
I
bat.
never really got into MySpace, but I was in like
I want us to all go back there.
I was in a bunch of like forums, like
You heard of forums?
yeah,
Yeah, like
Oh, it's
QAnon and like
I was in fucking
yeah.
dude, and MySpace and Zynga. Did you ever heard of Zynga?
yeah, I know about Zynga.
Zynga was like that was like an 8th grade. Everyone used
Short-lived.
Zynga, and it was
I had ICQ.
it was strange.
Oh, ICQ.
Zynga, ICQ.
It was
Dude,
awesome.
MySpace was the first like it was the first like it felt like
Well, there was AOL Messenger before that.
but it felt like legit. It felt like
Yeah,
Like
it was
a-
like the first thing
legit.
that you were creating on a.
it's legit, and then like you make your own,
Platform.
and it's cool because you can decorate however you want, and you have to go and figure out different. You have to go and
You got
copy
filters.
You got to go
and
copy and
let snow
paste
come down
different.
the page.
You got to go copy and paste different like codes and shit to get the profile you want. So there's like you go to a website and they have all these types of backgrounds and profiles, and you copy and paste it, and then you enter it into your About Me, and then it appears in the background of your profile. And it basically just lets you customize everything. And it was so cool because it was like really,
And people shit on it now.
it was
Because
cool.
it's
It was
older
cool.
than Facebook. Like people.
But
who-
Facebook is shit.
But Facebook,
Facebook is shit.
Yeah,
And
it's evil.
Facebook
But
didn't
how
have
come
it.
we don't make fun of the people before MySpace? Like, there's no space before MySpace.
Yeah,
I had a website on Angel Fire. Like,
Oh, I
back in
remember
the-
Angel.
fuck
That's
is that?
old.
That's
What the fuck is
that's like like 96 or something.
It was
like
like
that.
web pages that you like
Angel
a full
Fire?
web page, right? But you scroll. You could kind of scroll through other people's next. It's like a MySpace, but like it's a web page.
Yeah, it's like a little website. Yeah.
It's
And
called.
some of them were
So
super long.
yeah, so your domain name was angelfire.com/ and then your name, and then you had your page.
What country was this based out of?
Everywhere. It's a
guess
fucking
US.
internet. It's called the internet.
And I would browse on it on Netscape.
Dude, that's insane. That's so
you get
crazy.
your Linux computer out.
No.
But it's like it's pretty cool because like everyone on Earth had these like really like think about everyone that had like a Windows 95 or some shit. That's like a piece of shit.
I had
Windows 9 or Windows 98, right?
Yeah.
Like
Minesweeper-
Windows 98. It's called Windows
Minesweeper's
98.
the bomb, though.
Yeah, Windows 98
You know,
was good.
it's crazy. It's great, but it's like
What?
it's just everyone in the world has it and they can all connect to each other, dude. It's just insane. It's fucking
Are you high?
no. Yeah, I'm high, but I mean like fuck.
I like that.
To me, it was amazing. To me, it was absolutely amazing because I distinctly remember just not having internet and then starting to have internet, and then I was always on my phone with my friends, and then I was online with my friends.
Yeah.
And it was just so much easier. It was just so much easier.
You have to walk through the tough part.
And we didn't
of
have
it.
like Facebook, so we're not like on a group. We still had like Messenger, Windows Messenger, and we didn't have AOL in Europe, but like and we had messengers and ICQs. Where we were just like chatting, and it was great. We were just chatting all night. And at the end of the day, what I did like about that, because I was thinking about it recently as well, it's like back then, okay, sure, we didn't have Facebook and that shit, but even though it was online, you were still encouraged to actively chat with someone. So you were still having a direct interaction with people. It was just like, I post something and you will watch it when you choose and you observe me and this like passive aggressive shit.
It was interaction, not content. Yeah.
Yes, it was interaction.
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
You know how
interaction.
lazy most of my friends are? They don't give me enough content. My friends don't make enough content. It's like, why are you guys so lazy? You know?
Yeah.
Why don't you just entertain me already? You're supposed to be my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me how you're better than me.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Facebook.
I really want to know about.
But
how
what Facebook did is made every online person that, like, for instance, if you're on MySpace, you have like a character about you. It's like you go to your profile and like,
yeah, this is
there's
why one people
I can immediately just kind of judge who they are basically.
Yeah.
Right. And Facebook just took all that, made everyone the same basically. You're white and blue, and that's you. That's your colors. You're white and blue, and fucking.
Well,
here's your
that's
face.
it. You're the catalog. Now
Right.
you
You're
became
another
the
page
product.
in the fucking
You're the
catalog,
product.
bro.
So they had it's easier to formulate and show you.
It's
Hey,
so cool. But like, where else can it go? You know.
Facebook now they're going to grow into like BitCub. Or I mean, whatever this is, like they're doing up here with
you don't.
They're going to do like
Oh,
Line.
no.
They're going to do where they attach food services, and they're going to buy like Uber. Or
That's
something
happening
like
in
that.
Facebook.
It's what they're gonna. Why wouldn't they?
I'm really surprised in the U.S. there's no Line equivalent or WeChat equivalent.
Well, but they're doing it. They're like now they can't. And it's so dangerous.
When I was in China, WeChat was so amazing. You could do everything with WeChat.
Yeah,
I pay my taxi with WeChat. You pay food. You have
you get your information, your news from there.
And then you have all your chats, all your friends. You can post.
They tell you exactly what to believe.
Because I didn't read the news.
Yeah, there isn't a Line.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what they do. Yeah, interesting. They control all that.
What would America do with Line?
They control the people more.
I feel like Line saves fucking this country. Without Line, this country would be a fucking mess.
You'd have to live like a Thai. You'd have to live like a normal Thai person.
Well, no. We'd have to live like a normal Thai person 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And that'd be crazy. You have to go walk everywhere, take a bus.
We're 70% of them
it's
now.
we're at this, like, I could get a taxi from my house in a second, or like call a fucking. And
so that's good progress.
And before it was like you wait like 10 seconds. There's taxis everywhere here.
Right.
But it does help outside the city more.
That too. But it just helps organize. It gives a sense of order to things in a place where...
I use it because they don't rip me off. But that's a bummer. Because I'm like, I want to give it to the local dude. But I'm like, I get into arguments consistently with them where I know the price already. And like, Grab is charging me more. So I'll give them the Grab price directly. And then they're like... And they want to charge me more than that.
To me, it's the ripping off, but also I don't want to deal with it. So because I have to tell them turn left, turn right, go here. I just sit down. I don't have to deal with the money. I don't have to deal with. If they take the wrong turn, I don't care. It's gonna cost me the same. It's gonna take a little longer.
It's such a great like, dude. It's like It's such a great part about living in this world. Dude.
So could you have
an army of people that will just do your bidding for you? Like, bring me my fucking chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and if you can pay for it, then you can get it done, and it's not expensive.
So you walk up to your apartment door, right? And you're like Chris Raufeisen, and the door slides open, and it opens. It's like, welcome, Chris, to your Grab home.
So far, and so good.
And it's like, should I start your coffee? And it just starts your coffee and plays the music.
But you can already do that if you have the tag.
And the whole time, it just already knows your patterns, what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
That'd be cool.
See, that's why I don't have, even though I have my phone and stuff, and my phone knows way too much about me.
Yeah.
I don't want to have Spotify. I don't want a smart home. Like, I want to be, when I enter my house, I want to be like, okay, like at least can you please stop observing me?
Yeah. I want to be able to jerk off
because some people will install like I saw this IT guy. I love his channel. It's Linus Tips on YouTube, whatever. But he's really big. It doesn't need my
if you enjoy it.
No, I really enjoy his recommendations on tech and gear. And but he was like, of course they do big projects to like show the tech that they're maybe sponsoring or whatever. But in his house, where he installed all this like sensors to like see like
what's recording,
that turns the lights on, really detect if there's somebody, there's not somebody, like with the AI and stuff, because really like cool stuff, and it could potentially even like learn who's in the room to then play the Spotify list of that person. But I don't want my home to know any of this.
Listen, I think
I want to know
two things. I'd be down for this if, number one, if all that information remained yours and only yours, and forever.
So the way
there's 100% privacy, so no one, and it's mine, and no one can fucking just crack into it and see it or anything. And then the second would be like, I'm not against companies. Here's the thing: they want all our information, and it's grimy how they try to do it, and like they're really shitty about it. But at the end of the day, what they're asking for isn't too much, because fuck it, we just live and die. And who cares if they want to try? They want to basically use this information they have on me to try to make a decision at some point and spend money.
Well,
on
listen,
them.
No, this is the thing.
Right? As long as it's not used to hurt me,
they are using it to control. They use it to control you. They limit your decisions. They limit your information.
That's fucked
they
up.
limit
when they change your news.
Your ceiling.
And even beyond, and
when you're able to grow.
I agree with that. And on top of that shit, what pisses me off the most is like, if I give my information consensually to a company, saying, okay, like I'll give my information to Apple to a point,
Yes, like
commercial, because I want them to help me. But I'll turn off certain options. I'll keep certain options on, whatever. But then so many of like the websites are just collecting information with the cookies. Yeah, I'm not giving them my consent. I don't want them to know what I don't. It's just so many companies are getting your data and reselling it and reselling it and reselling it. And a lot of these people are just in the business of buying and selling information and trading information. without giving you any additional benefit, and you don't get a cut of your own information.
I know.
Hey, you want my info? Pay me. Like,
Exactly.
give me a cut. Give me a cut.
That's what, by the way, that's a lot of what crypto,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of crypto technology is trying to do. But on another note, this is what I've been doing because I know that that's what they're doing to me, is I say you can have all my information for free, but you got to watch all of it. So I've been taking shits in front of my camera, just like taking shits right on my camera. I just do the worst stuff all over my phone,
You should document it.
all this stuff. And I'm like, I want them to understand they have to see that stuff too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's fair for that.
And then if they're selling me as a product, then nobody. I have gotten no advertisement since starting to do this. Nobody wants me to buy their products whatsoever. Everybody just leaves me alone.
Away from my products.
Yo, this guy's fucked.
I think here's the thing. I think it's right, not right, but I think it's like if it helps us a lot, then if it helps us get what we want to do and makes us happy, then yes. Right, take the information and try to use it to do that. But they cross the line and they've crossed the line.
Crossed the line.
They've crossed it way now, and now it's like all right.
Consistent. They're habitual line steppers.
Yes, so they need to stop.
Line stepping. Where was that from? The whole line stepping?
That's Charlie Murphy. Charlie
Murphy.
He's a habitual line stepper.
No, but I mean because it's I don't know. It's just.
Because they're untrustworthy and you don't even know what they're doing. That's what it is. They're working in the dark.
Right, yes.
So you don't even know how much it
it
affects you. You don't know how much it's worth. You don't know anything about it. You don't know how much negative effect it has on you. You know, there's a dude who invented a Facebook app that says disconnect or something like that, where all it did was you could connect it to your Facebook and then it would unfollow everybody, and then you can go back in and just follow who you like. Right? Instead of taking hours to do that and go through 5,000 people, you can unfollow everybody and just follow the people you like, and it completely changes your newsfeed, right? So you invented this app to help you do that.
What?
Right? And then Facebook just put a cease and desist in it, crushed it and all that. And they'll do that to anybody they just went in front of Congress this past week.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Yeah, and they're there's whistleblowers, and even the whistleblowers are fucking pussy. Because she won't just say
how come we all saw that?
I mean,
because fucking Facebook got div.
Because we know how we're at I feel like they're at that crossroad of shit's could really get bad, because it is bad.
Well, I think what it comes down to is just the programmers were lazy and they made the algorithm what it is. They can just remake it.
No.
You think it's
So
you think it's
it's evil.
Right. No, but I'm saying, but we made it.
When did you start
Facebook?
When did you start having Facebook?
Right. No, but I'm saying.
No, but honestly, when did you start?
2008, 9.
Okay. No, 8 years ago. No,
2006 maybe.
Yeah.
From the beginning, when as soon as it was available to the general public.
In college, when you were part of, did you need
within a year.
EDU? Did you need EDU to sign up for it?
No.
I got it when it was open to non-EDU, but when you still had to have an invite.
Yeah.
But clearly the algorithm changed at some point specifically.
Yeah, right.
Because because my timeline was chronological.
Yes.
The people that posted something
was
was there, and that's what I liked.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had no adverts. It was just my friends, what has happened in chronological order, so I can catch up in the morning with whatever people have posted, and I found that useful.
Sure.
And then they said, no, we're going to choose for you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to suggest you shit. I don't want suggestions, and I don't want you to choose for me.
Right. What they should do is have options on how do you want to see your newsfeed? You want to see chronological from everyone or just certain people?
Yeah.
You don't get a choice because you're not the product. Yeah. You're the product. You're not the consumer.
They made it complicated.
You're not the product. It doesn't matter.
I made lists of family, college and school friends, work friends, and then when I would put a post, I would say not so the people from work can't see this or my family can't see this, whatever.
Right.
But that makes you just make life more complicated.
You're talking about the cow. You're the cow, and you're like, oh, it used to be so great. I just walk around, and you come and suck on my nipples, and you take my milk. It's I wasn't using it anyway, so that's all cool. And walk out and used to be able to eat whatever grass I wanted and everything like that. But now everybody gets shoveled into this giant meat blocking, blade slicing thing, where I just, it's you're not.
Yeah.
They're not there to service you. You're the product.
Yeah.
Hey, I want options on my news.
You don't even get to be packaged.
This makes sense.
But that's because when the internet was starting to become something for everybody, not just for researchers and shit. There was this idea of hey, I'm going to build a tool and spread the joy so everybody can benefit from it. And we still believe that this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram is so everybody can put it. No. Every product that's out that's new, almost every product is a manipulation.
I put out Instagram specifically to make my family feel bad about themselves. Just want to put that out there.
Okay. I don't know if it's a sarcastic or
I don't know
real.
I don't know what you guys use it for, but I'm very
Instagram.
I'm out. I quit.
Very-
I'm out.
All right.
Instagram's just it's basically just an app.
It's terrible. It's a bad.
It's a dating app. What are you talking about? It's a dating app.
It is kind of like it is a fucking dating app without the.
It's a
vetting app network.
It's a vetting app.
Yeah, right.
It's hey, send me your Insta so I can see your photos, see who your friends are, see your lifestyle, see what image you're sending,
you know
and
what?
then I'll see whether I want to keep talking to you. It's
you're still thinking about it like you're not the product.
I would quit a few.
The vetting system is that the corporation is saying how many people can you influence through you, and they're vetting you to see, hey, is this guy influential enough to pay him before he becomes dangerous to the establishment? Boom! Let's take a break, motherfuckers.
What I was gonna say is like, let's see, let's just snap back into that.
I abruptly ended with control.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But listen, they can take all the information they want and try to influence me, right? But at the end of the day, like they can tell me to go vote or they can tell me to go, buy a Chevy Tahoe or something. But I'm not gonna do that.
Because you can't afford to.
Well, no, but I'm not going to.
Because you're listening to it in other ways, like smoking cigarettes,
that too.
Watching like
YouTube
channels and stuff that you know.
Right, so they don't touch me because they only affect actual people with money that can actually make financial choices and shit in life. So they're already untouchable.
You're already eating McDonald's for them and killing yourself quicker than
what they can. But what they can do is like show me a bunch of like First Amendment audits and shit like that, and make me think that
you're doing and making a difference.
And make them think I'm I think that I'm being like a fucking rebel by like
by watching
some shit,
right? Supporting this
like
guy.
You're fucking edgy and shit.
Yeah, I subscribed. I clicked the bell. Yeah, fuck cops.
Dude, every Facebook thing I have is like a First Amendment audit. Every video that
it's a lot
crazy,
of
bro.
It's
crazy, bro. It's crazy.
It's real life drama, Rick. You got to get this. It's like real life drama. It's so entertaining.
It's so fucking stupid, but it's great. It's so important, but it's also just a guy with a camera. But it's so important. It's so.
No, I know. I've seen a few of these videos. I've seen a few of them.
We talked about it last time too, but it's just seriously, dude. And they so they think that's what I am. They think that's what I might.
Because that's
so
what you watch.
So they show.
You've been activated
on Facebook or on YouTube.
You've been activated, Chris.
Yeah, totally, dude. Like they gave me. Link him up to the algorithm that shows all.
Yeah,
the
but
fucking,
what I'm
that
doing
puts him down this fucking.
But you know what? My TikTok caught on because my TikTok's been listening to me, and now my TikTok started to give me some audits too.
Wow.
Yeah. On my YouTube,
now the Chinese know I like to watch the police.
I keep telling YouTube to don't recommend this channel, not interested. Like you have to try to.
Yeah.
You have to do it to tell him to stop giving you the stuff. So like the channels are, for example, I get like because I was watching Norm Macdonald videos, right? Mm-hmm. Then
now it's
also
too many.
before
all right, Norm.
Yeah, but then you get a lot of. So you have I'm Not Norm, who's like the channel for Norm. But then you get a lot of people are just putting videos. It's like I don't want to see your shit. Like you're not gonna get my views because you put the video, the thing that I like. Yeah. Like, they know I like to watch keyboard review videos. Unfortunately, actually true. And then I get loads of channels about it. It's like, no, I don't want to watch all of this. I want to watch those two channels because I find the guys entertaining and useful and didactic.
People who watch that have also watched this, Chris.
Chris.
Yes. People who
I'm Chris.
People who watch Chris have also watched Rick.
Yes.
Would I like to watch that? No, I just want to watch Chris.
Yes, that's my point. Let me just,
I understand, but other people don't. Some people like Chris and Rick.
See, but here's the thing, like, do you think that
you're like them? They want you to be like them more.
What came first, the algorithm to control people, or like the discovery that they have this technology, and then became like, hey, you know what? We can actually do something kind of fucked up with
it. At the same time.
Well, I think they thought.
When was that point?
They thought they were making their user experience better.
No, it's also one thing was the algo, and the other thing is like the AI behind it and how smart the AI is. So the AI has been growing and learning and self-learning. So,
but it's
more and more capable.
But it's learned. It's not designed to help the user. It's designed to keep you on there longer.
Yes.
So that's the thing. That's the problem with it. Is that somebody designed it for this non-human entity, the corporation, and for their benefit. So they don't even look at it like they don't even look at it. They just go,
totally
it's my job.
This
is Apple too. This is all technology. They go.
So it becomes your job to teach the AI to what's going to keep me entertained. What's going to keep me entertained is that you don't fuck with me.
Well, my job. Yeah. It's my job is to make it the most efficient thing for this corporation that doesn't have human needs. And so there's so
be the farm
exactly. So you
be the fucking
farm. So there's actually that's one of the things that I've been thinking about is like more people should start putting pressure on these like the people who work for these technologies. Yes, I know you have a job, you have a family, you probably make good money, right? But you can make better money with a good company. That's the truth. That's what's going to happen. That's what more people need to realize.
Yeah, but good companies are startups, and then when they grow, they become evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's it. But you're at least you're right now. Don't make the excuse for them. That right now it's a choice. Right now you could say, well, I have these responsibilities, sure, whatever. But you don't have to. You could. The best time to look for a new job is when you have one already. And there's so many other new technologies because everybody recognizes how evil what it's become. But it was a new technology. I don't blame anybody individually now. But I do blame them now to not take responsibility. Yeah, like we stepped in shit.
Yeah,
now
why are they
fucking
not
clean
taking
the
responsibility?
Yeah, just clean it up. And we have to encourage those people. The people who are in those, even the people who aren't in a position of decision making, just the people who are just take the choice to put on their fucking penny loafers and drive into San Francisco in your nice car and then fuck the world because you want to have a high-end cappuccino in your nice house.
I don't know, man.
Go fuck your mom. All right, that turned a little angry at the end. No, you go. Nobody. You know what? I release judgment, but I also say like, go get a new job. Go get a new job and help people.
But what if they think they're helping people, just like cops do?
No, they think they're
just
helping.
Or just like bad cops do. Or just like
they're helping themselves first.
I mean, there are very few jobs when you think about it. I mean, very few sectors of activity that are really dedicated to actually helping people.
Right.
So most people that have a job don't have a job that helps people. Although that being said, most jobs in a way need a client. So all jobs help people. So I don't know.
Right, but not like necessity wise, like doctors and like.
Yeah, like doctors and garbage men and elderly care.
I think all products are designed to help people, right? To make our lives more convenient, right? But when individuals' jobs inside that corporation are moved to becoming servicing the corporation as opposed to their clients, that's when things get wonky. Right?
That's a good way to articulate that. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Boom! Let's take a break.
Right.
Man, that's a good read, right? I'm talking like I'm intelligent. This is insane.
It's just like I mean, as far the second they put the corporation's needs before a human or a person or the other end, it's got to be. You can't go above. Here's the thing: it's got to be completely. You got to respect the other side. You can't go across the 50% line. You know what I'm saying? You can't like.
You've been watching too much NFL.
There's no 50%, but there's no 50% line in that.
50%.
You guys ever think about this? How come in all movies, like Americans have like this big robot and it's coming to destroy America, right? But in Japan, they have like the robots are saviors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got like, big robots. Well, I think that now it's getting worse because American, the way I think they influenced. But when I was a kid, giant robots were always robots were always the good thing in Japan.
Yeah.
And then in America, it's always like iRobot. Everything goes evil.
Well, robots are made by people to help the people against an external threat.
Right. It's all about the intent of the robots, why they were created.
It's all the intent of
Americans are going to build robots to conquer. They're not going to build robots to help defend America.
Yeah. And right now, the intent of, for instance, the intent of these corporations.
Yeah, those are good. They're already there.
Yes. But what if they made, those giant robots that just fight giant monsters?
Robots.
Why are none of those monsters or of those robots sex robots?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, they're massive, but why are they not having?
Who are these giant monsters fucking?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Where's the sex in all of this?
Maybe that's why they're fighting is because the giant monsters made these giant fuck robots, but they became sentient. and they came back.
Like, who are Godzilla's parents? Like,
that was a nuclear bomb and an iguana.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
yeah, that's what Godzilla was. Like,
no, but there's like a bunch of other titans or whatever, and monsters that
or some shit.
Okay, but then what? They can't fuck. Okay, they grew up to be massive. Now they want to get laid and they have nothing else. They
that's the thing that always bothered me about King Kong. Like, I understood that, like that Godzilla probably has one of those like penises that slide inside like an alligator,
like a swirl.
Yeah, when you have to put your hole inside the hole and there's
why does King Kong doesn't have a massive...
a coitus? That's what they're named. I bet you Godzilla has a coitus. So I wasn't offended when they didn't have his dick in the movie. But King Kong not seeing his balls was the biggest disappointment in the last 20 years of cinematic history.
Yeah, he would have a dick and balls, wouldn't he?
Yeah, big time. Monster dick.
But what if he's just got really long pubes and you can't see?
Well, some King Kong designs where he looks more like a gorilla have longer pubes, and other King Kong designs where it's
was there ever a King Kong design where the dude's just got a huge schlong and shit? He's just got a monster schlong.
But gorilla dicks aren't
They're
big.
not big though.
Normal gorilla silverback dicks aren't that big. Like an average.
But would you see
one is about like what? Like this long?
But would you see it?
The erection?
No, I mean, if would you see his penis?
But you still see it. You get to still see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get to, by the way, I said. You get to still see it.
This.
I go to a zoo. I think it's horrible to lock up zoos, but if they I mean zoos locking up animals,
it's terrible.
But if you have them in captivity, I want to see their private parts. Like that's the only reason why I'm going to a zoo now is to see the nuts. I want to see what every animal's packing. You know? From the long skinny ones that get open like a tree branch.
I think you live on Earth.
You don't want to go to a...
You live on Earth, and that's your right as a human.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go to those cub tiger petting zoos. You want to go there to jerk them off. Right?
I don't want to touch or jerk off any of these animals.
You just want to see.
I just want to see what's up.
I just like going to zoos. To see
you want to measure. You want to see like who's got the biggest one.
Whether it was a dog, a dude, or a gazelle walking through those doors right now, and it just had a giant package, that would be the second thing you looked at.
What's the
you
longest...
look at its face, and then you look down and see its dick and balls. And
what's the biggest penis of any species that you've ever seen with your own eyes?
Elephant's dick.
A giraffe dick. I've seen a
giraffe dick.
Like the size of that fucking lamp.
Like that like...
Yeah.
Well, that is...
I like when they're ready to pee.
Actually,
it flops out. You can see the girth.
It was like a little giraffe dick. It was like a little bit bigger than a horse's dick, but not as big as an elephant's dick. You know what I'm saying?
It was about like this long.
It was it was crazy. Dude, giraffes are fucking enormous, dude. They're like
giraffes are enormous.
20 feet tall.
Yeah.
And listen, I like going to zoos. I don't like seeing I don't like animals. I just like seeing them naked though. You know? So you should say that. Yeah.
I've only seen.
I just like seeing
giraffes
fucking
far away.
butt ass naked.
Like if humans were in a zoo in an alien world, I hope that they're in there naked. You know,
that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah,
they would be. Yeah, they would be.
Why are we the only species that self-clothes?
Because we love to lie to each other.
Yeah, but why don't other animals?
We're the only
also
species that lies, so that's why. I saw. That's not true because I keep seeing monkeys wearing masks now that everybody litters. Monkeys go around and they just put them on their head and they run around like they look like monks from the 1800s.
If you think about aliens, if you think aliens are real, then you must.
Yes.
Then let me also ask if you would subscribe to the opinion that maybe there was at least one person in all of human history that's been abducted, and now they live in a fucking space zoo.
Maybe not lived anymore. Maybe not. You think he's still living?
There's some kind of
You think he's still living, or is in?
Imagine
you're time travel and string theory and whatever. They could have kidnapped him 600 years ago, but for the aliens timeline,
right?
It could have been
maybe that's where
6 months ago.
Maybe that's where my dad went.
Yeah. Imagine you're rich as fuck.
Maybe he really did love me.
Imagine if you're. So imagine you're a space alien, but you're also like super rich and crazy, and you live in this world where like people kind of just do whatever they want.
So the collector from the Avengers,
or it's like this, sure, whatever. But like one of the first things you do, be like, all right, I want you to go around the universe and collect something from everything, every form of life.
Like
the entire universe.
I just want to establish that this is a great idea, just not your original idea. It's just the collector in Marvel that exists as a character, it's not your original idea.
Is he a new character?
No, he's for ages.
Dude, we started this podcast about a guy who collects seeds for the earth. Like people,
wow,
yeah.
Seeds. You collect seeds from
men, from the lady boys down the street.
I don't know. I don't know if they would collect us. Like I don't know. Like I'm pretty
collect
sure,
one of us.
No, but I'm sure there's gonna be some
tell me more
of
about
life somewhere else in here.
Tell me more about the.
I guarantee they're not taking any one of us. We are not. We're not a good representation of the species.
Well, I think what they would do is they would come down and ask you, like, listen, you want to go? If the aliens came down to Earth and were like, listen,
we know you're sentient.
We know you're sentient, so we're gonna ask you this: you want to come with us and see shit that no human beings ever seen ever in their entire life, or do you want to just go off and just don't say shit? And what would you do?
Oh, I would go in for sure.
Go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I watched Flight of the Navigator when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I'm all about it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do this shit.
Where did you go?
But what if they
stay here?
Would you just go like that? That's crazy. What are they fucking? What are they?
What do I get a sign a contract? What do I get a non-disclosure contract?
If the choice is go in or stay.
What if you
are the one human we're offering to get on this ship, but it's right now you don't get to know. We don't give you any information. It's get in or stay here.
Yeah.
But what happens if you get on the ship and
they just start fucking you in the ass?
And they just start raping you, right?
Sure.
I mean, like, hey, can you open the window? Can you just let me see as we drive by? That's
but maybe I get raped and tortured and probed, but maybe I get to see shit I'll be the only one.
Yeah, you're gonna see a 10,000 alien dicks. What if that's what you see? What if that's what you see?
High risk, high reward.
10,000 other alien dicks.
But you still have had the experience of being the only human that has seen alien dick.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, the first
are
alien
gangbang. Are you not an explorer?
No, because I'm not. Is
that
gay? Would that be gay though? If you, I get to, at least.
I die.
Would you die?
Your choice.
Would you die to see an alien's dick? Basically, what you say? Really, we just said that he would die to see an alien's dick.
No, I'd say I would get into shit.
Yeah,
I didn't say I would die for it.
Yeah.
Small difference. Small difference.
So wait. So if an alien came down to Earth, you would only hang out with him because you might get to see his dick.
No, you say this is
might get to see his dick.
You're changing the story.
You're completely changing the story.
Yeah, you said he pulls up and he just rolls up in his space bus.
I'd say I'm going for the adventure.
It's a school bus. It's a small bus. A van, we'll call it a creepy van, right? It's the equivalent of a creepy space van.
Okay.
And he opens the door, he's like, hey kid, we got space candy. Right? As creepy as you can be, but he's like, you can go.
You get to eat space candy.
You get to eat space candy.
Yo, space pedophile?
Yeah.
So that's like a pedophile.
Yes or no?
Yes, I think that exists.
He doesn't know that. You don't know that.
I think that exists in a universe. I think that is the thing. I think that there's pedophile aliens, and then they have a little fucking white
Rick's
man.
Rick's not a baby. He's not a child.
So as a child, would I get in the creepy van? Probably not.
No,
as
of
an adult, I'm kind of
you get to go to space. You get space candy.
You want to go to space camp?
Okay, I'll put it in a different way. Like I feel like I haven't done everything I wanted to in life.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've done enough that most of what I have access to do, I've already done.
That's a great way to say it. I totally agree with you.
So the chance of saying or being, hey, I'm gonna get into a spaceship, I might get raped, I might hang out with aliens, and I might see his dick, and that dick might end up in my mouth.
Yeah.
But or tomorrow I can go back to the office, I'll go for the alien's dick.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like, I've traveled to this many countries and I haven't traveled to this country. Yeah, great. I'm gonna go to another country in another shitty flight. Yeah. I'm gonna stay at a hotel. I'm gonna discover the quirky culture and the local products and the local food for the 42nd time or whatever. And then but they speak a different language. Like, everybody speaks a different language. I'm tired. Everything that's new, it's already played out for me.
What if an alien came down and said, "No, I before I lose it." An alien comes down and takes you, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to take you back to my planet. And listen, here's a choice. I want to offer you an opportunity to go back and see something you've never seen. I'm going to take you to my planet. You're going to be raped and paraded around in the street, but at least you'll be in a completely different universe or galaxy, basically, seeing something no one's ever seen. And we're just going to fuck you up, and we're not going to hurt you."
Well, are you or you're not?
No, wait, you are going to hurt me. Yeah, we're going to hurt you.
How much?
But it'll be quick and painless. You'll die.
How often?
You'll quickly die.
What do you mean? If I die, then I don't get to see shit?
We're going to murder you. But eventually, like after a day parading around the city.
You got 1 day. You
get 1 day in another planet with another galaxy from another being.
Okay, that's an argument that I have to discuss. How many days of life in that universe do I get before getting killed?
Yeah.
You know.
Let's say just one for now. You just get 1 day. You're for 1 day in this new universe. And they give you, how about this? When you get to the planet, you get a spaceship and you can stay on the planet.
If you made it painless, then yes. But if I gotta get hurt Wow.
Right, you're not. It's not. It's quick. It's gonna hurt when it happens. It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
But why would they take me all the way there just to keep me there for one day?
I'd be upsetting.
Well, that's what they do.
They're Christian.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
But that's what That's like what the Romans did. Basically, you were a gladiator.
That's what I'm saying.
You spend one day in Rome and then you get murdered and you'd be a slave in Rome. But aliens, the alien shit. So one day.
See,
one day for
one day's a tough sell for me.
Okay.
Can I go back? Can I
days?
say what I was going to say?
3 days.
So let's just sketch that premise again. Yes. And then we're going back to talking about an alien pulling up and just asking you, "Hey, do you want to get into this spaceship?" Right? Yeah. You wouldn't get into that, Chris.
And that's all you know.
All you know. The guy goes.
What about?
He opens up, and you go like, "No," and you just walk away and be like, "Oh, I wonder if that was real." That's what you do.
I'll get my phone. I'll be like, "You fucking." What would I say?
Like to me, I'll just say if that was I would be before they even talked about raping me. I'd be like, all right, whose dick do I have to suck? You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be the guy, like, hey man, you don't have to. Like, no, this is all about science and love and spreading joy. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool too. I guess.
Suck your dick,
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, if you thought that I'm not down, I'm ready to do this.
Do I have to make a second right there, a decision right there?
Yeah, you don't know if it's nefarious.
Can I ask them a question? Do I have time to ask?
No, you completely negate yourself once you ask that question.
All right.
The guy comes up and says exactly this to you. You just know it in your head because they're super smart.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen if they ask a question to Chris. So they're going to ask the question to Chris. Chris is going to overthink it for an hour and a half.
He's going to be staring.
I'm going to fuck up after 5 minutes.
And I'm already
noticed they come.
I'm already sucking the decision maker's dick. While Chris is still thinking
about it. I'm going to be like, hey, where's everyone?
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
I would say no, thanks, dude.
Or they're going to give up and be like,
you turn it down, Chris. I'm surprised, man. I thought you were a risk taker. He's like, no, I got an open mic to get to.
I don't know.
I still got this comedy.
What could I see? Unless I could go to space and somehow be like a famous.
Yeah, but you don't get to know
amazing space person.
You don't even know if you're going to survive in another atmosphere. You know nothing.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I don't know.
Hey, let me present this to you. You look like a guy who probably thought about this, Rick. If you got into a little shrinking machine that shrunk you down to so tiny, like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kid size, that documentary, right? So, can you breathe? Why can you breathe at that height? Why would you need a contraption so that you could breathe normal sized air molecules? My lungs are designed to breathe air molecules this size. But if I shrunk down, I wouldn't be able to breathe in oxygen.
Well, no.
Let's take a break.
No, because like, I mean, the thing is, okay, there's plenty of insects and small animals.
Yeah, exactly. They were made.
They can breathe.
But they grew to be that size. They evolved to be that size.
Yes, but an organism can function. So molecules are pretty small.
Right.
The question is
super small.
You're like tiny almost. Your dick, dude, like molecules.
Yeah, but so what I mean is like how probably you can still breathe.
Yeah, it would be the same.
Nope, I disagree.
For sure, you can shrink to baby size and still breathe.
No, listen, because we're humans. We're designed to breathe in as much molecules as we can.
I think if you shrank you wouldn't be able to breathe.
So think about this. We're designed to breathe in as many molecules as possible.
Your receptors in all your cells that are made your cells to receive this these molecules are smaller molecules.
Yeah, but
you're made up of molecules
as a fetus, you're this big. You're fed.
With cells that are normal size.
But you're still blood, and the blood got the oxygen from your mother, who got the same molecules, and they're fed into your tiny lungs. And
because they were all cells that are the same size.
You're looking at this. It's a Lego brick. You're a Lego brick, so you just have less Lego bricks. That's all.
No, you don't have less Lego bricks.
Yes,
you get Lego bricks. You get tiny Lego bricks.
Yeah, you go from Duplo to Lego.
No, but your Legos are always you're made of a trillion Lego bricks.
Yes.
Right? If you get shrunk down,
you're still made of a trillion Lego bricks.
Right,
yes,
they're just smaller, and they don't connect.
That doesn't make sense.
They don't connect to bigger Lego bricks anymore.
They're just more dense. I think they would just be more dense actually, and we'd be heavier.
More dense.
We'd be heavy. That's what it would be.
I think we have 3 opinions. Okay, and it was a good question.
Thank you. See, controversial stuff.
That makes sense though, because listen, think about all the molecules on my body.
Yeah,
that make up my body. All the atoms. All right, so an atom is a universal size.
Now, when you get shrunken,
so if I get shrunken, No, they don't. The atohules don't get shrank, but the space around them they get very dense. They'll get dense. They'll come together.
But for you to shrink them.
Oh, is that how? That's how shrinking works. Is that why Ant-Man can punch so hard?
But at that point, but you would get exactly. So. You would get so small that you would just have an immense amount of kinetic energy or power or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you look like somebody who would have thought about this.
Right.
If a room is empty, like you get an empty room, right? No doors, just an empty room.
Yeah.
Is it full of emptiness? Is it full?
Not if you're in it.
Yeah, but I mean, is emptiness something? Because there's empty particles. Like there's something.
Can emptiness be contained?
No, I mean, emptiness is something. It's not nothing.
Right. I know. I've been living with that feeling for years.
So it is full. So there's no.
Definitely something.
Right? Yeah,
it's full of oxygen and nitrogen and shit.
No, like you suck all the air out. It's just void.
It's
void. It's void.
It's essence.
Does void have a
presence?
Yeah, is void.
I think there's just no gravity. You kind of just float there.
It's like, is there light? Is darkness? You can't have darkness without light. I mean, you can't. Darkness.
There's got to be something.
Light always supersedes darkness. Is that how it goes? Like, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
It would be.
So once there's anything there, I wonder, even including an observer of void.
I mean, for there to be nothing, the light should be able to travel with zero loss.
You know what it would be? It would just be. So listen, if you took
because there would be no particles catching light. So the same density of light should be on both sides of the room. But if you shoot a ray of light, I guess.
I was thinking so if you had a room that you sucked all the air out, what you would have is just a room with a bomb.
Yeah, we had your last show. Yeah, I saw your last show. Yeah.
So as soon as you
sucked all the air out,
as soon as you punctured a side and released pressure, it would fucking explode. Right? That's what a vacuum does.
That is what bombing is. It's sucking the air out of the room.
Yeah.
That is actually hilarious.
Wow, it is. That's a great word to describe that. Yeah. Bombing.
Bomb.
No, but like last week you did okay. The previous week you did bomb extra hard.
I just said that for the joke. I don't know what. I wasn't.
No, but I was trying to remember if he did bomb. Last time I saw him bomb, and I was like, no, it wasn't that bad.
Chris is easily in the top 20 funniest people in Bangkok. Easily. Inarguably. He's undeniably one of the top 20 funniest people in Bangkok. 50s.
That means a lot coming from the top 100.
Yeah. It would have been funnier if you could say a specific number.
Yeah. No.
So
Chris, as far as science goes,
do you feel like I want to start a fight now? Do you feel like you're top 3 funniest in Bangkok?
I feel like this is. I feel like I'll say that I think that I'll think about it like this. I'm Russell Wilson. All right, I'm like a Russell Wilson kind of dude. I used to be sick, and now I'm like the potential's there, but I'm not as sick as I once was. I'm not. I'm like that's what how I.
Hey, that shows growth. And I'm sorry, that's not even funny. That's actually a pretty good answer.
And I don't think, and I think that I like. What have I done to prove? I mean, I think I had a great set last week, and I could turn that into some funny shit for sure.
Yeah.
But that's just, dude. It's just about getting on stage and doing it. I don't give a fuck about what place I am. I'm just, as long as I'm doing it, I'll be number one to someone, to everyone.
What do you say? You're like Russell Wilson
rankings?
Or Russell Westbrook? Who did you say?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. You haven't been watching too much football. He's a quarterback for Seattle.
Yeah, so
I think Chris is like Russell Wilson also in that he has 7 kids, but he only knows about 2 of them, and he doesn't take care of any of them.
Russell Wilson plays today.
Yeah.
So you think in terms of comedy or NFL level?
I'm just looking. Well, that was just an analogy.
This guy, he's the 3rd string on the Argonauts. That's a Canadian football team.
But if you wanted to kind of put it at a ratio, so think about Russell Wilson. He's killing. He's like, he used to be batting at. He used to be 1,000% dude, and now he dropped to like
2nd tier.
Right, he's like whatever, not the best.
He's not the elite of the elite.
Is it okay to talk about comedy or not?
So now, like,
it hurts.
So it would be like, so it'd be like if you mirrored that same drop, but then kind of shrank it down to what I was, right? That's kind of why it's relatable.
You know that everyone I speak about that I talk with that knows you has something bad to say about you.
Really?
Like, I know nobody who likes you.
Yeah, or they apologize for that.
So, I can't believe I know this guy.
Sorry, I don't know.
Man, the other day I was shaving my balls.
He's a real fucking prick.
I think
that's just people. That speaks more about. I don't think that's true. Actually, I know you're joking, but I just think people that. But when that happens, I think it's about. That's all about what is it? That's more of a reflection of what other people are, as opposed to what you really are. Sometimes too. If everyone says bad shit about you, right?
Then you got really shitty friends.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you how bad of a person you are to your face.
Yeah, shit. I don't know if there's ever been a dude that everyone hates that dude.
But like sometimes I'll get paranoid and be like, oh, people are talking shit about me.
Sure, we all think.
Yeah, but then I'll be like, I guess I kind of
what is it?
I kind of earned that, and fuck it.
But fuck you, you're not perfect. Like people
like,
don't have the right to
get.
talk shit about you sometimes. Like everyone is fair game. Fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
I just assume people are, and I try my best.
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks you're a huge choice.
And then when I find out about it, I just tear into them like motherfuckers. Fucking garbage hypocrites.
Dude,
you
know, have you ever had everyone think something about you at one point in time?
Yeah, one time
everyone thought one thing about you. And
one time my whole family was in my house, right? And I was just getting home from work. I was doing landscaping work, and I had a VHS tape of porn, right? And what I would do is hide it in plain sight. So my parents had a giant box of VHS tapes. I just threw it on the bottom there. And so I walk in right as my whole family had just finished being like, no, that can't be what we think it is. And there was like 40 of them. They just put they were like, yeah, let's test it out now. And then I walk in and I'm like the only 14-year-old in the whole family thing. And they're like, I walk in, they're like, oh my God, Lex, there is this porn and I'm like, wow, that sounds horrible. I hope you guys got rid of it. And they're like, yeah, we threw it out. And I'm like, yeah, which garbage can? You know? Go fishing it out.
Right there.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. But that's true.
The
reason why I brought it up is all those people thought I was a horrible pervert.
Well, did they know it was you?
I was the only 14-year-old what would you think if there's like the 14-year-old comes?
What's the situation? What's the video?
Before my son would be like,
what's the name of the VHS? What kind of VHS is it? Is it like
a VHS tape? It's a slide in.
But what was the name? Was that a title?
It's probably like ass fucking 37.
Where did you get this video?
One of my friends gave it to me.
So it was a blank video though on the blank.
No, it was a VHS tape that said the name of whatever it was right on it.
It was a branded VHS.
Yeah.
Nice. And your dad.
But my dad had bought a big box of VHS tapes.
Just put them
in. So it was in there.
So he.
Why would you not put that somewhere safe? Why would you leave it right there?
Because
that's so dumb.
Because I was 14 and because I was 14, so they're going through my shit on the regular. They're going through my house like boot camp, right? So I didn't need any kind of contraband on me. So I'm just hiding in plain sight.
Dude, that's like, imagine...
it worked for months.
I had a bunch of VHS.
That's the dumbest stuff, but think about this. All right, so imagine that imagine a murderer is chasing you.
Yeah.
And you're in a factory that makes real life human dolls, and they're all in a room, but they're all naked. So what you do is get butt-ass naked and just hide there.
Yep.
Right? Like, dude, that's the dumbest fucking plan. Like, get the fuck out.
I'd still keep
just get out of the building. Don't stay. Yeah, right.
Oh no, I wouldn't stay there. No, where are you gonna put your VHS? Where are you gonna put that porn?
If he puts it in his room and he only has one VHS, I'm gonna be like, what is this?
I'm gonna hide in the woods, and my neighbors are gonna. Well, my neighborhood kids are gonna take it.
I had many.
My mom would find it.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but it's.
I don't consent to any search or seizures. I don't consent to any searches.
No, my mom was going through my shit on the regular.
What I did is I had all the VHS with blank tapes with movies I recorded, and then I just put the tape, the sticker, and just put some cartoons bullshit that I knew nobody would ever want to see, except me.
Just write some Japanese.
Yeah.
No, but that's the only thing that like. My family's so stupid they'll watch anything, and proof is they literally said porn on it, and they put it on in front of like 40 people.
That's not what
I swear to you, it was like aunts, uncles.
And then how long did they watch it for?
They didn't even. It was already because listen, I think it lasted for a while, so it wasn't like
oh my God, look at that.
I wasn't rewinding it to bring it back to the part of the movie at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'd stop it right where I came.
Yeah.
So they put it in, and it's at the worst part it could possibly be.
They just picked up where you left off.
Come on.
That's crazy. What if they picked up where you left off?
So my family's idiots.
Well, how long do they watch it for, you think?
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Listen, it's a VHS, so it's probably like it puts on, and it's like, and then they dive over to hit stop, and you gotta like wait for it for a second. It's
that can't be what it is.
Yeah.
It's like someone put a porno in my TV. It's like that's what your dad had to say in front of everyone in the family.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's going on? I don't know. Someone put a porn.
It can't be Ball Lickers 13. Yep, Ball Lickers 13.
Did your dad have a porn stash? Porno, a stash of porno.
No.
Really?
No.
Your dad?
He's a good Christian man.
My dad, I don't know. All the members of my family.
Well, listen,
have found
he
several
did.
stashes.
Listen, he did, bro. All right?
Probably he did.
He did. I'm telling
Probably
you.
he does. Probably he still does. I didn't find it.
My dad has a porn stash. He still does, actually.
Probably. Like,
That's so funny.
when I'll be my dad's age, I would probably have a porn stash.
My dad's got like a room dedicated to porn. He's just got a room, actually.
Your dad?
Yeah, he just got a room full of old.
Are you joking right now?
Yeah,
He
I'm
does.
joking. He does.
I don't know, because I believe it.
Yes. It's called my house. It's called
He's
his house.
German, so yeah.
His entire house
No,
is just
but
Asian porn.
So he has a dungeon and like, you know, that
It's all
like big
Asian
X for
porn.
to get chained on and shit.
His mom has a portfolio of all the men she's fucked for money. Goes through the pictures of old Polaroids.
Men who
She's just
own.
they're all cum
That's
on her
terrible.
face. This is all facials.
That's fucking. Why would you say that about my mom?
Sorry. Because I'm in half the pages. The other half of the pages I stuck together.
You're the one that made the scrapbook, actually.
Yeah.
You're the one that
I was
made
the one
the
taking it.
scrapbook.
That's it.
Dude, that's so dumb.
Thank you.
Yeah, my dad,
So did you find your dad's beside?
yeah, I found it. My dad had some porn laying around when I was older, and I found it for sure.
So what was it?
It was like some hardcore Asian porno. It was like before the internet. It was like at the time of the internet, and
Magazines or VHS or what was it?
it was a DVD.
Nice.
And like that's what we would do as kids. We would just watch porn after school. We would go to someone's house and try to watch some porn somehow before the parents got home and shit. Every day was a new adventure. Every day was American Pie, dude.
You know how I got my mom to stop going through my shit?
You fucking just
She found a VHS tape of mine that this time I had hidden in a place like a shoebox or something like that, and the paper was ripped off. But she jacked it from me, and she didn't call me out on it.
Huh.
She would just like I'd have like a Victoria's Secret box, dude. One time I hit a Victoria's Secret box. I mean magazine. I call them magazines, not catalogs. I put that inside a Lego box, and she fucking found it in my Lego box.
wow.
Like, that's crazy.
You were really going through.
She went
shit.
through
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's crazy. It's crazy like that shit,
Yeah,
right?
my parents didn't go through my
So
shit.
she
But I
finds
know.
she finds another porn of mine, and this is the first time I ever saw a woman get her fucked in the ass, right?
No way.
Yeah, and she did not like it. That woman,
Wow.
it was a rough one, and so
Jesus Christ.
my mom would just take it and throw it out, right? But I went through my mom's shit once, and I was looking for it was in a nightstand where pens and papers and shit like that was.
Oh, no.
But she had it, and it was in a different position. I put it in; it was like not in the place that I liked it.
Oh, nice.
And I was just like, and then I checked on it like a week later, and I found out she watched it again. And then she said some shit, and I was just like, "Yo, stop stealing my porn, bitch!" No, I didn't say that shit. I was like, called her out on it.
You did?
I was like, "Stop going through my shit. Stop taking it, you hypocrite." And like, I know you still got one of my tapes right now. And she's like, "How do you know that?" And I was
One
like,
of my tapes.
I was
go
like,
through my shit, I go through your shit.
yeah, that's what I said.
It's
I
like,
said, "You
it's
go
like
through
a
my
video.
shit."
It's a video of you
I go-
fucking someone in the ass.
It wasn't a picture of me video. It was my mom.
Wait,
getting
there's
fucked in the ass.
a video of you getting fucked in the ass. And she's like, "Give it back." Like, no. She's like, "No, it's mine." Wow.
It's actually a family video.
Wow. So you caught her watching porno? That's hilarious.
Not basically, but basically. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
basically.
I find it kind of weird that the idea that your mom was potentially masturbating to porn that she knows you've masturbated to.
It's hot, right?
No, it's well, I mean, it depends on your position in family relationships.
You know how many
but,
times I jerked off thinking about that? That's gross, Rick.
yeah, it's extremely gross.
Yeah.
That's what my point.
Hey,
That's
people
hilarious.
got to jerk off. People got to get their nut off.
Yeah.
Even your moms. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's funny when it's someone else.
Yeah.
It's funny when it's someone else. That's hilarious. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Mom's dirty.
Porno, dude. I think, man, porn's not even like. It is a very weird thing because if you remove the element of the camera, so it's just like you watching a dude fuck a chick.
Yo, I think
Basically.
you know why?
Essentially, it's the same thing as you just watching him, like you being invisible, you being a ghost in his room, and just watching him do this shit.
Well, no,
and then you go under his balls, and like then you go under his balls and shoot upwards and like get that position.
I mean, I wouldn't expect people to have sex in their personal time if I was hiding in the room the same way they would have sex on camera necessarily. But
but I guess, but like if you're an invisible ghost,
you're just watching people have sex. Sure, yes, that is what porn is.
It's crazy,
But
strange.
if you set up cameras before they get there and you don't tell them that, then they'll have sex like normal. So that's what I try to do. No, you know why it's so? I think
it's not like the worst TV show ever. Like, I'm surprised you're having sex with me on camera. It's just like,
hey,
to my show.
That sounds awful. I wonder if the reason why people are so offended by people having sex on camera is because we are the most animal at that point, and people hate being reminded that we're animals.
I feel like I'm more an animal when I go out and take a shit, but.
Wait! You go out and take a shit?
No. I misspoke.
You take a shit?
No, I just stuttered kind of. That's why it sounded like I said that. No, I meant when I go take a shit, I feel like I'm more of an animal than when I'm having sex.
Yeah.
Because when I'm having sex, I feel like generally this.
You shit on a toilet?
Yes.
See, I only feel like an animal taking a shit out in the woods.
But if you really want to take a shit, can you choose not to take it?
As long as I can, yeah. But I understand what you're saying.
But it takes over. It takes over for me. The necessity to pee and shit just overpowers me more than the urge to have sex.
How long can you hold in a good shit?
It depends what it is, like, and how big it is, and if it's diarrhea or whatever it is. But it's like it's happening now. I don't care if you're working.
Wait,
you're busy doing this.
What you say? That's what happens.
Like you have to go now.
But how often does it happen to you?
When I take a shit once or twice a day. Like,
and you wait to the point of like, this is happening now.
No, but sometimes it will come down pretty fast. Like sometimes in the morning I'll wake up, I'll start doing
like
stuff, I'll be on my computer and be like, okay, it's time to go.
Oh, see, my shit's always like, hey, listen, in about a half an hour, 45 minutes, you should schedule.
No, I have to. To me, it comes pretty fast. Yeah.
So it's like, so this is happening when you ejaculate as well. It goes pretty fast, like an animal. So like.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm doing, I'm working and then, I'm ejaculating.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's happening right now. This is happening right now.
Yeah, but this is what makes me feel like an animal. This is the idea that I'm not in control of my body.
Yeah, you ever fuck like that? You ever be like, holy shit, I just gotta fucking put something inside somebody?
Yeah, sure, but there's still more.
Yeah, but and nobody wants to admit it, but that's exactly it. And on the opposite end, some people are like, I just wish somebody was inside me right now. You know?
Yeah, that's what a chick.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it doesn't have to be chicks. That's why I said,
other people. Right? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Rick.
Why are you apologizing?
Sorry,
apologize to your audience.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense actually.
Yeah, you ever just like there's so many times where
some
you
people
think
want both at the same time.
I want to do everything. I just want I want everything.
I want to put it in.
Sure. Yeah. There's things for that.
Yes.
Do you think an alien would prefer someone that's done everything about it with his species?
Yeah, you want a space slut.
So I'm gay. So if you're gay, you
want a space virgin or you want a space slut?
Space slut.
Yeah, but you don't know if there was an alien that you just knew that this girl was this female, because I know you are so homophobic you can't even fuck aliens. You can't even fuck male aliens.
But you don't even know if they're going to be male and female aliens.
You know that
they're not going to be divided by X and Y chromosomes, and maybe they're going to be.
But they have a.
You don't know.
Are you that transphobic that if there was a species that just literally became transgender, like everything was open and fluid?
Well, that's not what that is. That's not what that is.
No, but the question is, depending on how they're built and constituted, is if
there was an alien species if there was an alien species and there was a pair, and then sometimes the pairs switched.
This one
and
species
then one of the switched people came to me.
This one species, and they're gender new. They're very fuckable.
All of them,
but they're all of them.
They're all the same gender.
They're just ugly and not.
And they're covered in holes that you can fuck.
No, I don't know. He's attracted to it.
That's weird.
He's attracted to it somehow.
Are there sexy ones that look like chicks?
There's sexy ones.
They don't look like
chicks.
Control. They're pheromones.
Yeah, the pheromones. You smell it, but they all look the same.
What do they look like?
They all look the same, but some are attractive and some are not.
Yeah.
Because evolution gives out a smell that makes you want to produce with that other thing.
But I've never. I mean, maybe. Right, but also I also want to with the opposite sex.
No, there's no opposite sex. There's no. It's
gender,
gender neutral.
Right, but I'm not the same species as them, so that doesn't. So their shit won't apply to.
No,
I wouldn't be attracted to what they have to offer.
No, you are attracted. You just don't know why. You're justifying that. You're a homophobe because you're attracted to. We all know you're attracted to women.
Because I wouldn't fuck this fucking.
Yeah, because we know you're attracted to females. But if there's a penis attached to the female,
is it? So how do I fuck it? So how do I fuck this?
Don't
thing?
worry about it.
No, fuck a vagina?
A glory hole.
It's a glory hole.
It's a glory hole
in their body.
It has a glory hole.
I don't think so. I don't think I'd fuck it.
You want it so bad.
So let's say, okay, let me put you in this scenario.
So pheromones would make me want to do this.
No. Let's put it a different way. No pheromones, you're not attracted, okay? But you've been abducted by aliens.
Yes.
All right? You're not in the alien spaceship for a month.
Yes.
Okay, right. And you've been kind of jerking off, but also being afraid of jerking off. And now there's an alien that comes and grabs your dick and starts stroking it.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a male or a female.
They're just going at it.
It feels great. Do you go with it? Like, do you
its hand is like a vagina.
I think I would always do it. Listen, I would always.
It's the self-lubricating hand.
Yeah.
It has a clitoris by the second knuckle.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm imagining is like
and it
like
goes,
some kind of.
And it even talks to you and goes, "Hey, this is a good blowjob."
Yeah.
Put your dick in me, baby.
I don't know.
Put your dick in me.
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable.
What? No, it's.
Am I a prisoner on this thing?
Well, sort of, yeah, kind of, yeah.
And then so one day
you're like
start
a dumb monkey.
Off.
You're like a dumb monkey in a cage.
But what's
they
the
let
thing?
You out to eat
what
shit,
is it? A machine?
And they realize that you keep jerking off.
Is this a machine?
It's an alien.
So it's something that has like a memory and like a fucking.
Listen, we talked about it before.
That comes.
You know, remember there was a human lady who had dolphins,
right,
and they wouldn't do what it's supposed to do because it's just
right,
too horny.
The woman
so
jerked
it off. And jerk it off so it could do some work. You are now the fucking dolphin. You're in it, in your somewhat captivity. You have restricted movement.
And they're there to masturbate.
You've been jerking off this whole time because you do.
I mean, if
they know that it's stopping you from doing.
If you're smart enough to kidnap me and jerk me off, then you're smart enough to kidnap an opposite sex, so I can fuck this thing sometimes. Let's have someone else fuck as well. All right, and but here's the thing.
Not.
But here's the thing. All right, let me finish. And like, listen, if it happens, it happens. You know. And yeah, that's I guess that's
and then
that.
Right as you finish,
happens.
Right after you finish, he takes his helmet off and he goes, "Hey, I'm Carlos."
I wouldn't enjoy that. I would be against my will in a way.
So if you knew it was a female alien,
like you think I would like
run with it,
like,
and if you didn't know what sex it was, the gender of the alien, you would have a problem with it. So if you knew it was a female alien, like if you knew this is the female gender of the alien species. Right. Somehow you could tell the difference between females and males.
Yeah, but it looks like Artie Lang.
But it's like they're what I conceive to be male and female, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the female is jerking you off. That's kind of okay. But if it's a guy, it's not okay.
Yeah. Well,
you know what? Even though male and female is a human construct, and for them they have different genders.
I don't just turn gay in space, bro. I'm straight everywhere in the universe.
Can I think?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
I'm the straight dude everywhere in the universe.
I think this is what it is. Anywhere. Chris isn't homophobic, but he's just worried that he might get pregnant. He just wants to make sure. He's like, listen, I don't care who I'm fucking. I just want to make sure that I don't walk away with the baby. That's it. He doesn't want to catch a case.
Yeah,
but the best way not to have a baby is to be gay.
That's proof. That's baby proof.
What?
For sure. Well, you can adopt a baby.
What? Yeah, but that's not gonna come through the random sex.
And
hey, it's gonna be a
actually, hey, that's hurtful. What you're saying, that's offensive.
What? No. I think nothing of what I said is offensive. Yeah.
But so you would do this? So in space, gender's neutral in space?
No, we're just saying this is an option.
No, what I wonder is really if you're getting to the alien spaceship, you know nothing about them. Clearly, there's two genders, but they don't look like humans. How do you know which one is male and which one is female? And does it matter?
Well, it's just my conception of what's male and female, actually.
Yeah, but so you'll decide. Maybe you'll get it wrong the whole way. Like, so maybe you'll be like, oh, that's the female, and you'll be making sweet love to it.
Well, yeah,
and then when you get there, and you realize they've learned English by being in proximity with you, and they've been observing your culture, and they've been obtaining information, and 3 months later, they
the beautiful one that you've been calling Priscilla says, "Hey, just so you know, I'm a dude."
Yes.
I've been reading your mind. I think I gotta let you know I'm a dude.
Well,
I'm the janitor.
If they've done something to make, I don't know, if they've here's the thing. It's like I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to, right? So if they can duplicate that, then that's what I would rather fuck. Whatever I'm attracted to on Earth, that's going to reflect everywhere in the galaxy, everywhere I would go.
That's actually very
you know what
sensible.
I mean? Yeah. So like, even if let's say that's what I was saying. Like I have that joke about the alien with the tits.
Standard's going to change as you, the longer you go into space, and and as you fuck more and more non-humans. Do you think that your standards are going to change?
All right, like for instance, like the green chick.
Be like, holy shit, I really like elbows.
Like the green chick from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right,
she's humanoid.
I would fuck.
Can you fuck a non-humanoid?
Shit out of the humanoid.
Can you fuck non-humanoids?
Like the like who? Like a raccoon?
No, because you know that's a raccoon. It's like you'd fuck a raccoon.
Yeah, but
you could. No, I'll throw by. So
like what? Like who? Like give me an example of an alien.
Let's get an example. Like Venom.
Venom's a
kind of humanoid too.
No,
well, symbiote.
Yeah. So you just fuck a little floating globular.
Who's Venom? I don't know Venom.
Oh.
Okay, so let's get another one then. How about
I don't know. I know Venom's like Black Spider-Man. Is that Venom?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Why don't they just call him Black Spider-Man? Yeah, no. So like, so what, you're trying to look for an alien girl?
No, I'm just thinking of I'm thinking of now Star Trek and stuff
like a
that.
sexless, right?
I just have it's like some kind of like box that holds all of consciousness, you know, and just this box.
Well,
it's just a box, but it has a glory hole on it.
Right, disrespecting.
But it's all of this society's consciousness.
So if I put my dick in it, what would it feel like?
Amazing.
Maybe I would do that. Maybe if I felt like I'm sticking my dick into like
it's women and children and grandparents and
what would be cool is if
but
it was like cold air and like it was like cold and like
it's great like peeing
like
out.
it was like mist. It was like mist. It squirted mist around your dick and balls when you stuck it in.
Yeah,
and then
like heaven itself.
And then it started.
Okay, but I think the whole point here that I was trying to make before, and that you have kind of like wizardly way around it. It's like, oh, if I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to, and I don't care what you're attracted to. The point is, if it starts stroking your penis, at some point it might stop mattering that you're attracted to it.
Well, this is what I'm saying because
it's
we
gonna
know
be horny from stimulation, from physical stimulation.
Exactly, and you've gone months and months and months. His standard's going to change.
It's all about what I want in my hair. Yeah,
his standard right now is so high that he's afraid of dick. But I guarantee if he got Wilson, he gets stuck on an island with Wilson. He won't care that the volleyball's name is named Wilson. He's going to justify fucking it.
I don't think I would fuck. I think I would just jerk off if I was on an island. I don't think I wouldn't just begin fucking random things because there's no woman to fuck. I would just jerk off, which is what I've always done. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm just saying.
Like, listen, there's no woman in my apartment.
If there was a blow up doll.
But that's not how it works.
It's a sex doll. I'm saying you wash up with a real sex doll that you saw on HBO back 20 years ago, right? But it's a dude. It's a dude that has a dildo attached to it, but it has a nice asshole in the back
and a mouth.
But it's made to fuck and a mouth. But it's a short haircut.
Oh, and together with the doll, you get an infinite supply of lubricants.
Yeah, and so it feels like it's made to feel.
Oh my god, that's a great question.
Yeah, but
no, I wouldn't fuck this shit.
It's so ridiculous.
The question is not whether you would or wouldn't. The question is how long.
Exactly.
Listen, in the absence of woman. All right, so listen. There's two. I'm two things.
But it's plastic.
I either jerk off or I have sex with a chick.
It's rubber. It's not a man.
But think about it. I'm just telling you this. Yes. All right. So there's two things I do when it comes to my dick. You know, sexually, I either masturbate or I fuck a chick.
Yeah, you don't have dogs.
Those two things. All right. In the absence of one, I would do the other. I don't just fuck a brand.
I don't know. You wouldn't like buy a penis.
I don't just fuck a brand new
like
thing. There's no woman in my apartment, so I gotta fuck. You know, my dish rag in a cup or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a wet towel.
Yeah, but I'm saying your standard will change if you're stuck on an island with no option of a woman.
Maybe not.
I can just imagine. I can also just think. I'm a great imagination guy.
This is the
thing.
thing.
I can always imagine.
You're sitting there. And by the way, in this scenario, though, the whole time you're stuck there, it's not like this doll is not disappeared. The whole time that doll is there. The whole time. I'm sitting there and you're telling it stories and it's going like this. Yeah, I know. It's so depressing.
I would treat it like a gay friend. That's what
wait. Here's what
happens. I was asking for you to put.
But that's just a gay friend that I'm not attracted to, and he's not attracted to me.
Okay, but now 1 month later, you've been on the island for a month.
We're just friends.
And then suddenly, after a month on the island with the blow-up doll, that you have ignored.
It's not a blow-up doll.
Wait,
Wait, let me
what do you want me to say? That I would
finish.
ride this blow-up doll off of the... I would
let
put
me
the
see.
dick in my ass and like surf on it on this island.
Maybe.
What do you want me to say?
So you're 1 month in. You've just been talking to the blow-up doll.
Can we make it more desperate?
Yeah, wait.
Okay, listen.
Suddenly,
So start over. 1 month?
So you're 1 month in, washed up on the island with the blow-up doll, the male blow-up doll,
Right.
with the
Like a really good version.
which is still
Sure.
functional,
Sure.
and
It's not a blow-up. It's a real one.
Okay.
and and suddenly you see, a little plane crash, and then one lady who's extremely hot and you really find attractive washes up on the same island as you are,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And then she tells you after maybe a week or whatever, she starts also getting desperate and talking to you. She thinks you're a nice guy, but she doesn't know you, and she's like, hey, I kind of have feelings for you or whatever. I'm attracted to you. I find you attractive. I want to have sex with you, but I want to see if you're any good. So you have to fuck that blow-up doll before you can even touch me.
Oh, wow.
She wants to see you fuck that doll.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, she watches it up on that shore the whole time.
Yeah.
She's like, you haven't fucked that doll? And you're going, no, I never fucked that doll. She's like, all right,
Listen,
you're a fucking
I
liar.
would have initiated
You're a
something with...
fucking liar. You fucked that doll.
You fuck that doll.
And even if you didn't, she
But
does
would
not
you?
believe you.
Yeah.
So now she's like, you are a lying piece of shit. I
I
want
don't
to
trust
see you
you.
fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't trust you. And to gain my...
But he's just my friend. We just hang out. He's not... I
No,
don't
she
fuck him.
wants to fuck you. She's ready to
No, the
sit down.
doll.
Yeah, but you have to fuck your friend doll. That's
Now
what's
you're
gonna
gonna fuck
happen.
your friend doll.
No, he's my friend. I don't want him to fuck my
Yeah,
You
but
friend.
then
already
you don't get
you
us.
already named it with a guy name because you
Yeah.
so
I can give
But
you
then
some-
you don't get to have
obviously
sex
gay.
with her. You're
It's
cool with that.
obviously a male.
I had to fuck this doll to
Piece
fuck
of
this
rubber.
hot chick on a deserted island.
Yes.
But it's not a. It's just a rubber. It's a piece of rubber. It's a fucking piece of
that
rubber.
looks like a dude and has a
Yeah,
heart.
that's...
It doesn't even look.
But
It's
I'm not
meant to.
trying
He's
to it.
facing the other way. At this point, it doesn't even look like. It's
You
a
can
piece of
turn him
rubber that
over.
looks like an ass. It's
Yeah,
not.
there's no boobs on the
She's not
backside.
asking you to
can just
blow
look at
him.
the backside.
I would only do it if I got to fuck the chick first.
No.
No.
So you're.
Don't fuck her, then I would kill the chick and eat her. Then fuck her.
No,
Then
she's just
go
taking
hang
the
out.
doll. She's just taking the doll to the other.
I'm gonna
she's
kill
taking-
her. I'm gonna kill her and fuck her
So-
anyway.
so
She's gonna take the more normal route.
Okay, but then would you think I was weird because I would say that I would probably immediately fuck that doll? Like immediately?
I know she would have washed up, and I'd be in the middle of fucking that doll, and be like, "Hey, you want to get in on this? This guy is great. His name is Chris."
Dude, no, I would.
So you say you have imagination, but you could never imagine that doll is a woman?
I'm gonna just fuck another dude doll.
It's not a dude. She's shaped
Yeah, but
like
it's
a
shaped
man.
like a dude. Like, listen, if you
It's
cut it,
plastic,
if you
shaped like a man.
like even
All right,
if
so
even
is
if
it
you
relevant
removed
that-
every part of the doll and all that's left was the ass with a hole,
Which they have.
right?
They have that.
I still
They have
wouldn't
that.
fuck
They
it
have that.
because it might be a dude's ass, dude. I wouldn't fuck that.
They have.
No,
That's
also-
So
why you
if
do
there was
that.
an ass,
Yeah, a
they
silicone
have.
ass.
They have
Yeah,
silicone ass.
Yeah,
I
but I don't
cut
fuck
It
out.
has to
because those
say
might
that
belong
it's a
to-
girl.
those-
It has to say it's a woman's ass.
No, but it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
it says the outside box.
I
is
mean, if it looks like it,
literally,
I'll buy it. If it looks like it, then I
literally,
would believe it.
literally
How would
on
you
the
tell the
same shelf, right,
Right.
next to it, identical to that same ass,
Right.
is a picture of a guy's ass.
But he's got the same ass. That's,
It looks identical.
it has
and
to be like
once you
fucking-
take it out of the box,
It's
you
the
couldn't
same
tell
product.
you couldn't
you
tell.
mix them up.
But
It's the
outside,
same-
but the package on the outside,
it's a dude and one's a chick.
yeah.
But a chick's ass is the way a chick's ass is like, you know.
Yeah, but it's a
supposed to-
cutout.
perfect
It's a
ass is like
cutout.
that. So
It's silicone. It's not a real human's ass.
So if there was a dude's ass that looked like this, and maybe I could mistake it for a girl's ass.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Would you even?
Right?
Would you even buy? You have to go buy this ass. There's no
Right,
option.
right.
You're
Dude
buying
and chick.
ass, right?
Or buy the chick one.
Yeah, and you'd be bothered to see. Would you be bothered? Would
Someone
you be
took them out of the
disappointed
box
to
and
see?
switched them up.
No.
Yeah,
No. You
sure.
go to the shop. They got two plastic asses that look identical.
I'm telling you.
No, wait. Let me finish. They're identical asses. Identical. It's the exact same thing, and you actually want to buy it, right? It's
Yeah.
identical. And there's a cardboard box with like a plastic cutout. You can see inside it's the same ass, but one of them is branded woman ass. The other one is branded male ass. And you want to buy them woman ass. Go to the counter and tell, hey, no, that's only the show one. We actually ran out. And this is the display
Yes.
one. You can take this one, but just take the guy one. It's the same one.
Yes.
No, but listen, does
You
it
wouldn't
look,
buy
does
that
it-
one, even though it's the same one.
Does it look? Does it look like so? So they say it's a man's ass, but it looks like a girl's ass.
Yes.
No,
So
it's
it
the
looks-
same.
it
It's
looks like a
neutral.
girl's
It's
ass.
kind of gender neutral.
looks
No,
It's from the
no.
factory.
It's got to look like a girl's ass.
How do you know? It's from the back. It's not hairy. It's
Dude,
plastic.
if you,
silicone.
if you no, what, dude? You can line up 1,000 people. I can tell you which ones are girls and which ones
I
are dudes
guarantee
based
you
on
I
the ass.
guarantee you're not. I
Yes.
guarantee you're wrong about
Because
that.
or put it this way: if I saw an ass that's like this, where it's like out and then round and like, anything flat. No, maybe that's a dude. No, next. I wouldn't be attracted to that. I wouldn't go into that.
How strong?
It would have the ass the ass would have to look like an ass.
Now this
I'm
scenario,
an ass man.
We have 1,000 asses lined up. All you see is exactly that. It's lined up, right? Hole. And
I would pick out every chick.
And you think,
but no. Every chick.
And you pick them out by shoving your dick inside it.
No, I would pick them out. No,
you pick it out, and then because how confident are you?
My choice is if there was a chick, and if I saw a photo, and she had like this.
No, she's in a box. It's in a glory hole. Yes. It's in a glory hole. You put your dick in, and you get to see it, and then you put your dick in, and then the box falls off, and then you find out if it's a girl or a dude.
It's a girl or a dude.
Yeah. It's 1,000 and 1,000. That's what a glory hole is, man.
It just collapses on all four sides.
Yeah, it just opens up. And then your dick is still inside as it turns around.
Or what?
Male or female.
Or like the glory hole opens like that and everything else collapses.
Well, I'm saying it's revealed that your dick, while your dick is inside, it's a man or a woman.
So it's the asshole.
You feel that
you
confident.
You can feel what an asshole looks like.
You can't touch.
But
you said you can look. You said that.
Right. But you can look at a chick's... All right, so if I'm looking at a girl's asshole and a dude's asshole, underneath the dude's asshole is balls, right? And underneath the girl's asshole is a pussy.
You can't see you.
So I only see the asshole. That's not enough ass to make a decision.
No, and up. And
that's
above.
not enough ass. I need
above.
To see.
I'll go from.
I need to see
from
the shape.
asshole.
Can I borrow this?
Asshole cracked to the back of the spine, to the top of the last spine bone, and you get to see like 3 or 4 inches of each cheek. But you're only seeing from the ass up.
But you're assuming you get this angle.
All right, I'm assuming I get like this.
No, from the back. No.
Like this. No. Right, like this.
And this is the back here. This is the spine. Yeah.
Now listen, I'm gonna draw this out. Let me draw this ass and tell me.
No, I'm telling you what you're gonna see.
And listen,
that's why I'm gonna draw it instead of me telling you how to draw.
Right. So.
Oh, you're assuming they're all extra skinny?
See, am I drawing a dude's ass?
Wait. Let me show to the camera before you draw what you're gonna draw.
So listen, is that a dude's ass or a girl's ass? I don't know. And I should draw a better ass. I should have drew a better ass.
What you're gonna see?
All right. No, it's like a dude's ass. No, dude. Make it.
You drew a dude's ass, dude. FYI, just so you know.
How do you know that's a dude? Bro, that could be a chick's ass. Right? It's just about the hips. It should be more into the hips. It should just be more. Alright, so Lex is drawing assholes. An asshole, basically. Okay.
That's what you see.
No, I'm not
That's
gonna.
What you see.
No, I'm not playing that game.
That's it.
Nope, not
show
playing.
the camera that.
Not playing.
That's all you see.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, but
now it's but we're talking about rubber.
I'm not playing that game.
We're talking about now rubber.
I don't like ass anyway. I don't fuck girls in the ass anyway.
I have a different challenge for you. Okay. You see, there's a wall in front of you, right? Yeah. And there's a glory hole. And
that's all you see.
And here you see the face of a beautiful lady.
Yes.
Right? And you don't see anything else.
No, dude, you put it in. That's too sketchy, dude. Like, where's her vagina? Do I see a
No, you don't see. You only see the hole. That's a glory hole.
Whatever the distance is to make it like...
Yeah, what kind of glory holes are you going to?
And then
you get to see this whole thing. The whole thing about the glory hole is that you put your dick in, and then you find out some guy sucked your dog, and then you don't have to feel gay about it. That's what a glory hole's about in the first place.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a mystery hole. No, man. Listen, I wouldn't put my dick in that. I wouldn't do that.
I think the conclusion is
because I'm not attracted to.
You said earlier
you don't take chances. You're not going into the
The question is, you said earlier that you would fuck in a glory hole. You said
I never said that.
You did. It's on camera.
If it was a hot chick on the other side, yes.
Are you failing to identify?
There's a possibility. Sorry, there's a possibility that.
So keep your ass.
There's a possibility that there are no chicks on that. Here's the thing. I'm not attracted to. I won't fuck a girl in her ass, regardless as it is. I don't do that. So I would only be attracted to pussy.
You to?
So it would have to be a pussy. If she asked me to, well, I probably wouldn't unless like
she asked you to.
Unless it was like in the shower or something like that. I don't think I would unless
if it was on her bed.
She asked me to. I don't know. I would just do it. I'll just do it when she's asleep. Like, yo,
no, you don't have to do that. She's asking you to. She likes it.
But yeah, I would do it. But I don't know. I've never done it before, so it has to like. Well, I've never done it with a chick, so I got to figure out the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, so. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, man. No, but I would always like. I'm not in the nature of fucking people in the ass, girls.
I'm surprised,
or boys.
dude. I'm surprised.
So
you don't take chances. Like you don't go for the glory hole. You don't.
Well, no. I'm a man that knows what he wants. I like pussy, and I want like a nice, like you made a really, have you ever made like a really tight, you ever made like a really tight like a sandwich, and then cut it in half, and then the way the meat is just like perfectly like it's like tight, and then the cheese. It's like a little pocket.
Yeah, you love pussy cheese, don't you?
That's fucking.
Hey,
that's a weird plan. That's what I'm after. Like if it was just
no, but you like good girls.
A pouch.
You like good little girls who
aren't
good little girls who aren't very risk taking.
I don't know.
You like little proper girls.
I don't know. I like whatever likes me. Basically, I'll just fuck whatever.
Yeah, I'm desperate.
I'll just fuck whatever is down.
I want a female glory hole. That's all I just say.
Basically. All right. I don't know. If she looks, honestly, it's just like it's just I don't even. I'm just.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So any bits you've been working on?
The MySpace thing is a new thing.
Yeah? You think you're gonna do something about MySpace?
Something about. I just find it funny that MySpace was actually like relatively healthy compared to what Facebook is. But we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Who's in your top 8? Who's in your top 8?
But why did
whoever
it
was
fail?
fucking at the time?
Why did it fail? Wait, because of Facebook?
Yeah.
Because you don't know how they would have grown if it had kept going, right?
It was growing in a weird, annoying way. You click on some pages and all of a sudden it's like, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. And we just bombard you and be, That's annoying.
Dude, I remember one time we hacked my friend Max's Facebook.
On this, very hackable. People go on there all the time. Go ahead.
On MySpace, and we changed his background like to some really gay shit, dude.
Yeah, we do that all the time to your friends.
Dude,
just go in. You can put like
you just hack their profile,
just screensaver things of
like. How would you hack the profile?
Well, they would stay logged on a computer, so you'd go in there and you would go upload a new background that's like super gay.
Oh, when you're at their place.
Like yeah,
okay, sure. Or whenever they left it open, it wouldn't prompt you to close it, so people left it open all the time.
Or like you could put and then Facebook like you would hack someone's Facebook and put a status obviously.
That's hacking.
I have a friend. One time I was sleeping over at this chick's house. I was with a bunch of dudes, and all three of us were sleeping over. And we were there because one of my friends was getting pussy, but not the other two. We were just chilling, and they had 2 girls there, and like there was what's it called? The possibility, but it just never. And of course, obviously,
like most of your stories.
Anyways, in the morning, I hear a scream from the bedroom, right? And then I'm like, what's going on? And then this girl comes out. She's like, your friend fucking hacked my Facebook. And then the Facebook post was like, hey everybody, I just want to say it's been a good time, but it's time for me to go. I'm gonna fucking go kill myself.
He made it suicide.
Yeah, he made it
horrible.
Things like
that is so horrible.
I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love all you guys. Like I'm gonna miss all you guys. Just saying all that shit, right? And then just put the fuck away, dude. And then
such a dumb kid move,
dude. And it was, dude. I remember I got woken up and kicked out. Like, get the fuck out, your friend.
Okay, listen.
And I'm like, what? How do you know it was him? Like, you sure she's not, gonna kill herself? Is she alright?
Listen, it's a terrible thing to do.
It was terrible,
but
dude, it was unbelievable.
It's kind of funny.
As a teenager, it's hilarious.
Dude,
I can recognize.
I was in
the hilarity of a teenager doing it.
Yeah, dude.
As an adult now, I would think it's
almost reprehensible. Dude, and here's the funniest thing was like they were kicking us out, and we're like, yo, can you give us a ride? We need a ride because we were so far away from where we got picked up.
How were you supposed to get back?
The chick that my friend was fucking was gonna drive us, and she ended up driving us. And she's like, "You guys are fucking ridiculous. I can't believe you did that. Like, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, that's so mean." I'm like, "Yeah, it's hilarious." But we didn't even know the chick. It just happened.
Yeah, and he would have done it to anyone.
Dude, it was so bogus.
Lex and I are old enough that we could theoretically have teenage kids. Right. So that's if crazy. I had a teenage boy,
almost arguably,
yeah,
I would almost.
But whatever. But like if I had a teenage boy and I had a chance of hacking his Facebook status, I think it might fuck up our relationship, but the temptation and the thought of doing it would be for sure there.
Yeah,
and the action of doing it would depend on how much of a dipshit he is. He would probably do it constantly.
I think if I had a kid, and as long as like the wife or the mom was aware about it,
sure.
I think it's totally fine to write your own kid's suicide note.
Yeah,
like that's the only people you're really hurting.
Yeah.
Other than that, so I would.
This is gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But otherwise, for his friends, fuck his friends. I'd be like, that's it. My dad's a queer. I talk shit about me as it happens. You know.
I don't know. I feel like that's a very big violation for a father to trespass his son like that.
But that depends on the
communication. First Amendment rights.
But that depends on the communication climate that's established between you and your
True
kids.
too.
Like if it's like band
I would be more like I would go on as like, yo, I got a little dick, and just like press enter, or like
and then I would assume he would do it to me.
No, my dad's got a huge dick, and then just press enter.
You positive hacks?
Yeah, I just saw my dad's dick and it's huge.
Yo, my dad's got a hog. Yeah, dude, that's so funny. You would hack your kids? I would. That's a shitty thing. You know, one time my mom did. I was on a subway train in San Francisco, and she
sold you to.
She sold me to some family. She sold me to some gypsies. Okay. No, I was on the subway and
where in New York?
In San Francisco. I was on the BART system, and it was by Embarcadero. If you know Embarcadero. And we're getting off there, and I said something rude to my mom or something. I don't know. And then she pulled my pants down. I turned around. I was like
in the train.
Yeah, I was like showing. I remember I was like.
How old were you?
Like 9. Okay. I was like pretending to show my mom. I was like pretending to moon my mom, and like just being a dick, and just being like a bratty 9-year-old.
He says that he was being a dick, and then he tells me the most like malicious child abusing story I've heard my friends laugh about.
Dude, but my mom. I was wearing these pair of shorts. They were Genco shorts, and on the back was a picture of the logo was like a dude pulling his pants down.
Yeah.
And
you're so cool.
And I thought it was hilarious, and I did that to my mom. And I kept doing it all day. And then we're on the train, and I turned around my back to my mom. I turned my back to her, and she just pulled my shorts down, dude. And I'm standing there in my whitey tighties like this on the train, and my mom's like dying laughing, dude. And she's with my aunt or one of my her friends or something. And
did you cry?
No, I hit my mom with. I don't know. And then I'll be fucking whatever.
So I think if I had
I was kind of upset. I can't believe she was also like 29, not even 28, probably 27 when this happened. So she was a
cool chick,
a cool young mom.
The thing is, as if I was a kid, like I know that's the kind of shit that as a child is traumatizing and it feels awful. At the same time, I can totally see why doing that to her would be hilarious. And be like, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So like you're clearly hurting your kid, but it's really funny.
Kids laugh her ass off, dude. One time my mom came to. Oh my bad.
All right. One time did you want to apologize and then keep doing what you were doing?
Yeah, I was gonna apologize.
Apologize.
No, go ahead.
Garbage human. You deserve all of it. I feel like you're being a dick now. I can molest you.
Stand up so we can pull your pants down.
Yo, one time, all right. So I'm a kid, and my family kids are hanging out too. Like family friends' kids are hanging out, sleeping over. And he lined us all up. I don't know what the excuse was, but he lined us all up shirtless in our kitchen. And he took paper towels. My dad, paper towels, and he just throwing spitballs, big wads of like tissue paper at us, and hitting us. And I don't know what the excuse was.
Was it like a hazing?
It was like a hazing.
It was like a frat house.
In my mind, it was a hazing. Like it was terrifying because I'm a chubby little shit, and there's other girls that were in my family there, and the water would hit because it wasn't a spit. It was from the wad. Yeah, so it'd be all cold and hit. Cold water and splatter. And you hear to the rest of my siblings, they were all like, oh yeah, that was a fun night. Like I asked the family friends, they were like, oh, that was funny. And I'm like, that was like I remember talking about that with my psychologist.
Wait, that was at a family event?
It It was like he was babysitting. The other parents had to go do some shit, or they did some shit.
So he lined you up against the wall? Just you?
No, it was me and the other kids.
Kids of other parents.
Yeah.
That's
how many?
It's all fine. It's like washing a kid or something like that. A bunch of Puerto Ricans. Nobody cared.
Yeah, sure.
So, was it boys and girls?
It wasn't molesting.
No, I understand it's not sexual, but it's still like...
Yeah, why'd you take your shirt off?
He, I don't know. No, because he's like, I don't know, because for the pictures, right?
Okay.
Oh my God, it was a molesting.
The scrapbook.
There was no intent made, but it was just like psychologically, we were fucking. And you get jerked off on a train, and nobody cares.
Get jerked. I never said I got jerked off.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't listen to you.
That's what we remember.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the title of the episode. Hey, Chris gets jerked off.
One time, my dad threw a snowball at me, and it was hard. And
he threw it hard, or the
he threw it hard.
The snowball was hard.
I think it was throwing shit at it. It was like first grade, probably second grade. And he threw a snowball at me, and it was like really hard, and he hit me in the back.
Nice.
And I was like, oh fuck! And I had never been hit that hard. Well, actually, I had been a year earlier. I was playing with some sixth graders.
But go back to the beginning, because you were being a dick again.
I was.
So there's a pattern that your parents are always giving you shit when you're being wrong.
That's not my phone.
That's mine.
Yeah,
that's
professional.
Nah, but I'll tell you one story.
So you just did.
But it was crazy. My dad's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh,
but, it was like
hit you, and then you do what? You just like, oh fuck, that's it. You're one.
I just saw yesterday this little video. I mean,
you start crying.
No, but he just
He pegged you.
It hurt.
He pegged you in the back. You didn't have a coat on.
Fuck. Yeah, I had a coat on, but it still hit. It hurt like a motherfucker. It was like a thud. It was like boom. I was like fuck.
Knocked you over or anything?
It might have, but it knocked me down. It was hard.
And it still bothers you? It still bothers you? Still bothers you to this day?
Man, I fucking hate that. Yeah, fuck my dad.
I just wonder why you told me that.
No, but I was, because I was just telling
But if you don't make your snowball hard, you can't throw it.
Just talking about like examples of like things when that could be abuse, but might be also be good for your kid. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my mother slapped me in a restaurant because I was being annoying.
Good, but
oh,
yeah, that's not good.
I got beaten all the time. That's
mean.
That was more like humiliating.
I mean, I was being an asshole, but also it was in public, so it wasn't cool.
Well, one time my grandma made me put soap in my mouth. She put soap in my mouth because I said hell and I said her shit or something like that.
It's such a classic thing.
And then she's like,
"We got hot sauce if I said something
in my mouth."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like, "We're gonna wash your soap." And I did it. I put a bar of soap in my mouth for my grandma. Because I said shit again. I just did it.
And that wasn't the beginning.
That was my punishment. And I've never sworn a day since. And I've never sworn since.
I never fucking cursed again.
And I never fucking swore another motherfucking day of my life, dude. One time, one of the most embarrassing moments when I was in second grade was my mom visited me. And I was in some second grade class. And I had no idea she was there. And she was like fucking 28, and she shows up and the teacher lets her in the classroom and she sits down
and then she emptied the garbage and mopped up.
she wiped the counters.
You found out your mom was the janitor.
The teacher recognized her for her second job at night. There's $100 I owe you, by the way.
Dude, she did. I was like, "Mom," I gave her a hug.
He called her stripper name.
And then the teacher's like, "This is Chris's mom. She's gonna be joining us."
Her name is Marmalade.
But the teacher was like, "This is Chris's mom. She just came in from Thailand. She's gonna sit in and just hang out with Chris and stuff for a little bit." And my mom sat at my table and she sat down and she just pointed at the girl. She pointed at the girl sitting next to me, and she's like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend?" The first thing she said, I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
She was like, right now, like, "Is this the girl who's been beating you up? Is this her, Chris? Huh? I see you."
Oh, you go. And then she was, I don't know, she was saying like shit in Thai. Like, this girl's kind of chubby and shit.
I thought your mom was going to sit in and learn English with you.
my mom said it.
Learn English. Chris's mom doesn't speak English either, so I'm going to let her.
So I was thinking like, I have this new air purifier. And that makes me kind of like the Hitler of air molecules because I want to purify my air. True or false?
I don't know.
Thanks for letting us know.
And I was thinking like, Colonel Sanders. He's like Hitler for chickens. Is he not? Is that not fake? Do you think other chickens are afraid of the Colonel's face and like he's like a symbol of hate among chickens?
I hope so.
I'm not going to participate in any of this. No.
All right. This is dumb.
Is Colonel Sanders favoring any colored chicken?
You never see him kill a black chicken, one of those all black chickens, where they're like black eyes and black those are cool things.
I mean, because he might have a lot of white chickens, but they all also die.
It's weird. Most domesticated animals are like white, black, or orange, or something like that, and that's about it. You don't get too much variation in color for domesticated animals.
That is true.
Interesting. What's like a really colorful animal though?
They got like a parrot, yeah, and they got macaws. But even then, macaw. You don't see like a dude at home have a macaw that much anymore.
Chameleons change color?
I mean, snakes have a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
Lizards have colors.
Now they got these Japanese fish that you could just make they glow in the dark.
Do you think snakes with more color are like more flamboyant and stuff like that? They're like, hello.
They could be pimpy, flamboyant.
Yeah. Right. They're just like how? Like pimpy, flamboyant.
So because
yo, bitch, you know this my tree. What the fuck you doing here?
Okay. Yeah. Flamboyant.
Well, are you a flamboyant snake or are you a pimp snake?
Joe, why you on this tree, Holmes?
Yo, is a rattlesnake? Like,
what's up?
Yo, rattlesnakes are crazy because they're
like, look over here, and then they bite you over here.
And why the fuck do they have that thing?
Exactly
That must be annoying.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fucking scientist.
You think rattlesnakes ever get annoyed of you made that fucking noise again?
You know what I don't think about when I see snakes? If they're gay or not. Or if they're as homophobic as I am.
Gay?
Like,
are you flamboyant?
Hey, because you're like shaped like a dick. Is it like fuck you up?
I'm not saying that. I didn't say gay. I didn't use the word gay either. I just said
but like female snakes look like a long penis already. So is it gay for the guy snake to fuck a straight female?
I don't know. Yeah, it is because they're both shaped like dicks.
See?
No, sorry. Well, no, it's not. It's stupid. Gay is just obviously just are you attracted to the same sex as you? That's all it is.
All right. So this alien has a coitus.
Oh.
That's the alien genitalia. It's not a dick or a vagina. It's a coitus.
I don't even know. So it's like a spiral dick.
Looks like a vagina, but inside it's a dick.
Ooh, interesting. So
if you wanted to finger it, right? It's a big nature. You put your hand in the vagina, and then you have to reach in and then jerk off a dick, and that's how you get the clit. That's the girl. That's the alien's clit. You put your hand in the vagina that looks like a vagina, but once it's inside,
but it's a chick.
You're jerking off.
But it's a chick, right?
Yeah, but it's a chick.
So it's not gay. So yeah, I would do that.
Okay, but it comes all over on you. When it comes, the labia opens up at the last second.
I guess I would do that. Yeah,
facial. Nice.
Facial, yeah.
Slut.
Yeah, I'm fucking slut. Here's the thing, I'm attracted to things that are the opposite sex of me. So by definition,
like a dick and a vagina.
So by definition, I would like that. So I'm just gonna sign myself. I would sign up for that. Without like space camp, I would sign up and just expect the best. Just go on an adventure.
I'd be disappointed that wasn't a dude that I'm jerking.
Oh, you're a shit.
Oh shit! I didn't even know. Does that mean I got to buy dinner now?
Space Jesus.
I don't think it matters.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But here's the thing. But the
all right, I got another scenario.
No, I just want to say one thing though. Like the laws of the universe dictate that there's always a pair. There's always a man and a woman.
No.
Or like there's always a female and a male.
No.
Nope.
What's one thing that doesn't have that?
There's amphibious frogs that'll switch if the male population is too many male population.
Yeah, there's plenty of hermaphrodite animals.
Yes, they'll switch over.
There's switchers. There's people that have both sexes at the same time, like slugs and stuff like that.
Yeah, humans and bonobos.
Slugs have both.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
And then humans are male and female looking for the most part, but internally they're not all only male or female. There's a lot of
the more the animal has a conscious, like a self-awareness and what we consider what's the word? Like a sentient.
But there's always
sentient.
But think about
the more sentient that we perceive an animal to be, the more homophobic. Not homophobic things.
Sexual
things happen.
So like they're more self-aware, so they do shit like that. But I was thinking, but
yeah,
like,
go ahead.
No,
because I was thinking, like, from knowing you personally, I really don't feel that, because I think there's a lot of like confusion on this, especially on like social media and fucking trolls. Like, I feel like Chris you're clearly afraid. I'm not saying I'm not, but you're clearly afraid of being gay or doing anything gay.
Or perceived as being
or perceived as being
That's
gay.
so stupid.
However, that doesn't mean you're homophobic. To me, it's two different things.
I'm
but I feel
afraid
like
of
they're
looking
put together a lot.
I don't want to look like I'm
Go ahead.
gay. That's not my fear.
No, but I don't think that Chris would discriminate somebody else because they're gay, or give them less rights, or believe they're less. But he doesn't want to have sex with them, or he doesn't want anybody to think that he might want to have sex with them.
See, that's where I think that last sentence is where that's the part where I'm like, I that's a little homophobic for me.
But I'm not saying it is
because I don't want to get fucked by a dude.
Yeah,
I don't want to get fucked with a girl with a dick. You know, and I don't want to cradle any balls or anything like that. But if given certain situations, I'm almost always going to choose what I perceive is more comfortable to me. And when I've presented those scenarios to Chris, he picks the gayest one. He always picks the gayest one, justifying it wrapped in homophobia. Because it's baffling to me, the things that I present to him and the gayness that he will do
to not be gay. See, that's
or perceived as gay.
Right, because it's not gay. It's totally not. No, but what I was going to say is that the laws of, like, I think about flowers or plants, they all have a male and female, right? Almost all species
we just named it male and female. That's because we're dumb.
Yes, exactly. But the concept that there's a duality, or like there's a pair, there's two of something, and one does this, and they're essential for each other for reproduction, right?
No, so that because like I said, they're not essential because at a certain point when it becomes invalid, the species will propagate life. I just gave you an example of like tree frogs and shit like that, but
but you can be one or the other. You know what I mean? There isn't a state of existence for them to be both at the same time.
But there are.
But that individual as a species, like at a certain point, if you keep hanging out with dudes, you might grow a vagina because we haven't gotten that far in evolution. But you see what I'm saying? Is like we're not going to do that as humans, but there's species out there where it's just like, hey, you keep going to that place. That's a sausage party every fucking day, and all of a sudden you might be the dude who grows a vagina. Like, oh shit,
that's
he's
not
transitioning.
That's how it works. Yeah. So, but is that everyone? Does that happen to everyone, or is that just some people?
It just happens to some of them because they're trying to balance out the population.
Right.
So all of a sudden you're hanging out with all your dude friends as a seahorse. And all of a sudden you just start growing, and it's a girl. It's girls' night out, and all of a sudden Samantha shows up with a dick.
Right. What I'm saying is that
you got to get out. What I'm saying is girls' night out, and it's like no, Chris is here, but she doesn't think that you deserve the same treatment.
But what I'm saying
you would be fine, but you'd be like ew, make her feel bad about herself.
Well, what I'm saying is that there's a law, there's a duality everywhere. No matter what, he's in a transition, so he's changing to be something the opposite or the other one. You know what I mean? There's two. There's always the two that exist together in the universe, and it's essential for biology for there to be a male and a female, right? And even though we made those terms, there's always a two.
Bacteria as well.
Yeah. Unless they're what's it called? Unless they're those cells that can just split, like mitosis, so they can just split and duplicate themselves.
But there's also hermaphrodites,
right? Yeah, but a hermaphrodite we can't duplicate ourselves to become something else. We can duplicate as cells.
Hermaphrodites mean that you got both. Yeah, you got both sexual.
But that's not duplicating like a cell.
But a hermaphrodite can generate babies
either way. Yeah.
Can they?
Yeah, some species can.
Yeah.
Something like
I think slugs are hermaphrodites.
Slugs? I wonder if that's interesting. Slugs are hermaphrodites?
I think so. Maybe I get it wrong, but there's one.
What was the show?
What was the? Just look it up.
What was the movie? There was a hermaphrodite.
That was a movie? It's called There Was a Hermaphrodite?
No, there was a movie where there was maybe that was something in real life I saw, actually. I don't know.
I was with the girl who I
thought was a hermaphrodite.
I was with the girl who I thought was a hermaphrodite.
In nature, there's a big clip. In nature, except for a very, like, fucking less than the ones you can count on your hand, exceptions probably, that there's always a pair in nature. Nature exists in pairs. Always. Sure. So this rule would apply to aliens that when this is just a rule of life in general.
Why? How do you know?
How do we know? Life.
How do we know?
There's planets
that
rain
saying,
diamonds.
Why not, right?
There's
how do we
planets
know?
that rain diamonds.
Why or why not?
We are Earth. We're like a carbon-based humanism. We don't know what can create life. Really, we don't know. Like scientists will say they know, but they don't.
We don't even know what we don't know.
Yeah, because we don't know what we don't know. We don't know. I hope
exactly.
my
hope.
Know
exactly.
Yeah, like
so
I'm looking forward to aliens that are not in pairs.
You know what Chris knows though?
But they're
no
pairs.
homo.
But for some reason, like, so think about life. So think about this. So what we have is life, right? This ability to kind of just live, have life, and whether it's a fish or a human or whatever, it's the brain shit, that doesn't matter. But you have life. You're living, and you have mechanisms in your body keeping you alive, right? And you're going around and you're living in this world, right? So that's something that's in the universe. Something. So it's the same everywhere. So it spreads all over the universe, and it's the same everywhere you go in the universe. There's life. Right, and wherever there's life, it can evolve to become anything. But at the core, that's what it is. It's something that can
not in our universe.
It's something that can
because I got something to blow your mind. Let's go.
Right, and anything. So basically, it's just So for instance, if I go to a planet a million light years away and I see something that moves on its own and it looks crazy, but it's moving on its own. It at its core, it's just like me. It experiences life, and maybe its perception is completely different according to its planet and shit, but. The idea that it lives and it's fucking going through some shit and then it dies and then that's it or whatever the fuck, like that's life. That's what the universe is. That's what the universe created that thing somehow. That's for sure, right?
Yes.
So we could argue that life is the same everywhere, right?
Yes.
Right. So if life's the same everywhere, then that means that there would be exist in pairs.
That's where I stopped agreeing.
Then they would be in pairs so they could reproduce, and that's biology for the universal biology.
Yeah, maybe not.
Universal
because
biology.
we all evolved on one planet here. All the known
and the universe that we know about, right? Have all
the universe. You're saying it like you know of another life form growing on another planet, but you don't. We've only been on one planet,
right?
So all we got is what we got here. Right. That's why we say it, right. So it doesn't mean that it evolved any.
But what if the rules of this apply everywhere, and this is like the universal?
It could.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. What if? But we don't know. What if not? Like what if? What if not?
So now let me throw this by you, Chris. Right.
Right.
You're going to talk about life on this planet, right?
Right.
What do you need? What do you need on this planet as a living organism, right?
Right.
What do you need?
Like food and water.
Just right.
Okay.
So you need to consume energy.
Right.
And you'll also exert energy, right? Because you're exerting energy.
Right.
And then what else?
Well, just as a human, I would need to
reproduce.
That's it. Eat and maybe if I feel like it, I'll fuck the opposite species. And
that's not it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about. It's not about the opposite sex. It's just every life form that you know, whether it's male or female, reproduces. Right.
Right.
Okay. So you need to eat, you got to rest.
Oh, I got to shit and I got to sleep.
You got to exert energy. You got to consume energy. You got to rest with your energy to conserve it. And you need to eventually make energy enough to reproduce right?
Right, correct.
Okay. And now you're saying that you get trapped on an island and you get to eat and sleep. And you think that just pacifying, jerking off, into actually doing one of the few things that that into your core that's you have to do you just see dogs sometimes just humping air because it just needs to do something. You're going to say that you're going to get stuck on an island for 5 or 6 years and you got this little fuck doll named Paul,
okay.
and you're not going to just want to fuck something else. You're just going to jerk off the whole time.
Yeah.
That's like eating McDonald's. You're just stuck. You have there's one type of food and you have 2 different types of food. That's it. You have 2 types of food on this island.
Okay.
And both of them you'll survive. You have potatoes and you have bananas. And that's it.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me the whole time you're just going to eat potatoes. You're never going to eat a banana once.
Because you don't like fruits.
Because you don't like fruit.
I hate bananas. I would never touch a banana.
The whole time you've never tasted anything but.
Hey, like maybe today I'll have something.
Oh, I would die. I would die not eating bananas.
No, you wouldn't.
Hey, would you rather have a banana or fuck Paul?
Dude, I would rather fuck a dude fuck doll than eat a banana.
You're gay.
You're gay. Anyway, that should be the title. Chris finally admits he's gay. So, there you go.
No, bro.
So
No, I'm not gay. I hate bananas. I can't.
Let's take a break.
Dude, I can't. No, Listen, I can't eat bananas. I just can't. I can't down a banana, dude.
It's good. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you.
Don't say another word, Chris. Just have a sign
I
out.
just can't, dude. But for real, I can't eat bananas.
Hey, by the way, like I'm really not like. I'm
not
not into you. I'm not into you.
Yeah, I'm not gay either. I just want you to know.
I'm not gay because I'm not into you.
I mean, so you don't have to hit on me.
Well, no, I'm not gay. I just don't like bananas.
Yeah, you're
not
gay.
You're gay. You're pretty gay.
I'm not attracted to
Pretty
this
gay,
fuck
man.
now. I just don't like bananas.
Well, you know.
It's pretty gay.
I can present the banana in a bunch of scenarios.
I would only eat the banana if it was like in a girl's pussy or something like that, or like.
Sure.
It's too late, man.
It's too late.
To say goodbye to the
It's too
people.
late, bro.
Have them watch us next week.
All right. We're gonna leave it there. Thanks for joining us today on the
Raw Comedy Podcast.
Awesome.
See you next time.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate your support. Brought to you by Bangkok's weekly open mic and home for stand-up comedy.